I don't think this game is scary. I say that. I might shit myself. Who knows? Who knows? I want to make the game brighter for the better viewing experience. It's the chatting game. I swear you say that every game. No, but do you know what Pools is? Pools is a game for people that are scared of liminal spaces. And I could tell you right now, I am not scared of liminal spaces. But I understand why you would be scared of liminal spaces. It's the imagination of like creepy places. But I am not one of those, like I couldn't give a I am more scared of ghosts, animatronics, killers than I am of liminal spaces. But I know people get the heebie-jeebies when you like they look at liminal spaces. They're like, oh my god, look at this like back room place, isn't it scary? I'm over here like, not really, no. It's a game for people that have a fear of liminal spaces. So maybe I'm in the wrong target audience for this. This will be better in VR. True. But didn't we see a monster from another clip? Wrong game. I was under the assumption that the Twitter clip is Pools. It's not. The Twitter clip where the guy is next to a pool getting chased by like a monster with a head is not the Pools game. It's another game called The Classroom. He just happened to be next to a pool. But someone was spreading misinformation in chat. They're like, oh, play this game. Shows Twitter clip. Is not even like the game that is in the Twitter clip. It's just a guy next to a pool. So they thought the game was called Pools. Can I do an audio check? Guys, testing. Is the game too quiet, too loud, or do I make it louder? Testing. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Hello. Testing. 28. We good? I bet you get jump scared once at least. I mean, there probably is something scary in the game. For sure. Am I gonna refund? They'll just take my fucking $10, honestly. To get the appeal of liminal spaces, I want you to imagine you decide to go shopping at the mall. It should be a normal day, but no one is there.
That would be so good. You could go to the
Yeah,
mall
I
and
was
no
about to
one
say
was
that.
there. Well, that's a bonus.
I'm literally shitting myself hearing that.
And if there's no workers, I steal everything.
Okay, here we go. Satora, it's not Coco, but he's asleep, dude.
You're
I
ruining the
am Crocodile
immersion.
Music.
It's Pinecone.
Who is Pinecone?
The Jeff.
Let me turn the game up because I feel like the game is very quiet. 50? 60? Okay, sensitivity is out of whack. Bro, I put my sensitivity at the lowest and it's still too quick.
Is there motion blur or something? This looks so dank.
Yeah, there is. There has to
You
be.
can't turn it off?
No, I can. Why is VSync on?
That's default.
Film grain. Wait, I'm actually one last.
Go max FOV.
No,
How are you eating nuggets with a spoon?
it's a fork because I don't want to touch my hands.
Can I drop a one-liner? I made Xiangling Paradise.
True.
Holy.
Real crocodile on my screen.
Yo, go
Cappuccino.
max FOV. Go max FOV.
I love Yalan's armpits. That's another one.
Where's FOV?
Bro, you passed it like 3 times.
Nah, I think in the middle. 100. Actually, 90.
Wait, max FOV looks crazy.
Dude, max. Dude, if your FOV is too high, it just looks like a camera.
Yeah, it's good. Looks sick.
So I came from
Wait,
in the
but why are you
sewer.
eating nuggets?
It's leftovers. Waste food. 7 there. So I just came from here, and I can't get back up. Okay.
This person is like 8 feet tall.
Wait. Can I run in this game? Shift. I can. I can also walk. I can sit down. What's with the heavy breathing? Is the game volume okay? Can it be louder? Testing. How's the game volume? I feel like it could. Like 2 more. Maybe 3. Yeah,
The
like
gameplay of this game is the same thing as having Subway Surfers on a TikTok.
no, but like this game, you're supposed to be like immersed. You know what I mean? You're supposed to take it in. A cool place.
I mean, that is true.
I'm gonna be honest though. If your pool looks like this, what is this for? Dipping your feet in? What? Wait, is this the thing?
No, it's probably deeper than it looks. Actually, the tiles are reflecting off of the water. Never mind.
Are there actually places where the pool is literally just like this? What's like the purpose? To wash your feet?
This seems so useless.
Okay, kind of useless.
Maybe it's the skate. Bro.
It's for babies. Oh, can I go in? But the pool's not. It's not deep enough for me to go down.
But the person in this is like 8 feet tall. He's so tall.
I could totally get immersed into this because I'm actually this tall in real life. I could actually relate to
Really?
this. Now, most of the time, most pools are usually like way too like shallow. Is this a deep end? Nah, not deep enough.
I feel like this is a GPU like tester.
Give me a
A
second.
Bitcoin miner.
Okay.
Did we crash it? Oh, okay.
Do you want me to explore? Or do you want me to walk to the end? Is there even anything to explore? There's no Easter egg if you go to the end of the pool. I was expecting like
It's just cool.
The graphics is pretty nice. I'll give the game that. I'm gonna be honest though, no pool looks like this. So it's very like, I would say it's a pretty inaccurate description of what a public pool looks like. But then again, this is not a pool. This is a purgatory.
Oh, they got runic symbols on the wall.
I'm pretty sure it's a map. Can I crouch? Oh, I can't crouch. I can only stand, walk, and run. Hello? Yeah, like here, for example, right? If you were the target, like, audience of this game, you would be freaking out right now. If you see, like, long hallways, and you see, like, dark spaces, and you walk right here, you'll probably be panicking right now, but quite honestly, I'm not very scared of places like these. But it is very intimidating, you know. Where are the lights? It's only scary in real life? Yeah. I can go in here, though. Am I looping? Where am I? This is not pools, bro. This is like some fucking jungle maze thing. How about we go into the darkness?
You paid $9 for this game? There is no shock here.
Bro, I can't see anything, bro. Hello? I can't hear myself think, bruh. Yo, Moz. It's a dead end. You can't go any further into the hole. I gotta give them credit. That was a little bit spooky. Then again, I don't know. Are you guys scared of the dark? I'm not really. Listen, I don't want to sound like a big boy, but I'm not really scared of the dark, no. But that was a little bit. It was more the sounds, honestly. The sounds was tripping me out than the fucking darkness. Okay, that's really bright. That's really. Can I walk through it? No. So it's just me and this area. There's nothing. Long hallway. What if we walk through it? Well, I'm assuming the goal of the game is to leave. What is this? Bro, but what am I looking at? Is it, it looks like 2 surfboards? I actually don't know what I'm looking at. What is it? Oh, it looks like a girl. No? Well, I see it now. It looks like a girl screaming. That's her face, and that's like her long hair, and that's her mouth. It looks like 2 girls screaming now that I... Oh, I see it now, actually. What, you guys don't see it?
You are schizo.
You don't see... You don't see a girl with long black hair with her mouth open.
No, it's 2 gates.
Okay. It's literally like...
I see hands.
can't jump.
I thought that was a dinosaur for a second.
Wait, but if you
Yeah,
were to
same guy, same
if you were to slide out of that, how would you escape? I guess you just go back in.
up.
Right? Is it making you feel claustrophobic? I feel like this is what the point of it is, right? Okay. Where am I? More long corridors. I don't know if I'm walking in circles or... Wait, I was here before. Oh my god, I literally just walked in a circle. Oh my... I literally just walked in a circle.
You gotta beat the maze, bro.
But a game like this is very important that you get immersed. You know, that's like the... That's the whole point of why you would play this game. This game would actually be sick in VR, I feel like. Because it's so easy to distance yourself from the screen. But if the screen is on you at all times and it actually feels like you're in the game, I feel like that could give the liminal spaces scare like a little more fighting power, perhaps. What the f... What happens if I...
Try it.
Oh, but this is kind of scary,
Even
man.
a diving board.
I'm not scared of the dark, but... Is there gonna be a monster down there? What? Oh, you die? Oh, it's supposed to be in a... What, did you guys feel scared then? I get it. It's like an anxiety, like face your fear thing. You're scared of heights and the dark and liminal spaces, and you're like, oh, I see. I see what the game is trying to do. What do I just walk off them? So you can't die in this game. It just replays. This feels more like an Unreal Engine demo. But the graphics are pretty nice, though. It feels like it's testing my GPU. Can I go in here? You can't go in. The slide connects to the other room. How about we go to the other room and see like where it goes? Is the other room gonna take me anywhere? I gotta admit, this place is a little bit scary. I'm not really that scared, but it is kind of spooky. It's like I'm getting like chlorine in my eye, man. Hello? I can hear myself breathe. Another long corridor. Is that the whale from before? Oh my god, this is so bright! Oh, it's just back to the main stairs. I gotta find my way out of this labyrinth. More pools. Turn off your light? My light is on 1%. I don't want to turn it off because I don't want to like get blind. It is a little bit unnerving, you know, like it's a I didn't like that. I did not like that. I could deal with it, but I did not like walking through that, honestly. That was a little bit, you know. It's pretty. It is a pretty place. No, but it got me thinking though. Your imaginations of like the dark, right? Why you be scared of the dark? It's mostly like demons and monsters and shit, you know? But the thing here is that isn't the concept of fear usually like to help you survive? Like, oh, you're scared of heights because your body is telling you that like you gotta dip. It's like a bad place. Like, oh, you're scared of spiders because it's like bad. Like, leave. You know, like fears is like a. It's like a survival mechanism, right? But if you're scared of the dark, what is your body telling yourself to survive from? Like, obviously, if you're scared of. Whatever could be in the dark? Yeah, but we usually get scared of the dark because of like things that are not real. Right?
Back in the day, I could see it about you know.
Like when I was a kid, I ran up the stairs not because of a serial killer behind me, but because I was scared of a fucking ghost. But if you think about it, it's not real. I shouldn't be scared of the dark. But you are. Isn't it kind of weird when you think about it? Let that sink in. Because, like, you know what other fears? Your body kind of justifies the fear. Because it makes sense. Oh, you're scared of heights because you can dive. It's not so easy to overcome that for some people.
You can die from the darkness.
No, but that's my point though. The point is that your brain goes against like basic survival instincts because it makes perceptions of things that don't exist and it keeps you scared. Isn't that crazy to think about? How like being scared of like demons and ghosts and like supernatural stuff, even if they're not real, your body could still get scared. When usually I feel like the scared response is for like survival instincts, but there's nothing to survive if you're against a ghost. Right? Am I right? Like if you're scared of water,
Wording is bad.
like if you're scared of water, obviously you're scared of water because you can drown and you can die. But if you're scared of like supernaturals, they're not real, but your brain thinks that they're real, so you get scared of them. When usually, I feel like getting scared is a sign of like a survival instinct. But in the case of supernaturals, they're not real. There's nothing to survive from them. It's just a mind game in your head. The fact that you can conjure something like that. You are not scared of the dark because of the supernatural? You're telling me your 8-year-old ass is not running up the stairs because of some monster chasing you? Really? My 8-year-old ass was getting chased by fucking the boogeyman, dude. I wasn't imagining like an actual serial killer.
I was.
Dude, when I was 8 years old and I was running up the stairs, it was like a monster all the time. Like I was so scared of like open closets in my bedroom because of like a monster. It wasn't like, you know, a killer. But monsters are not real. But we still get scared of them. Can someone write a PhD on the human psyche and like supernatural irrational fears? Why does the duck have a lipstick? What is it? It turned to your direction?
Yeah,
Guys,
looking at you.
Guys, you're paranoid. It's because I'm walking and the water movements is changing the direction. It's not because the duck is cursed. It's because my movements in the water is making it like float towards me. You see what I mean? That's the thing though. Your brain thinks that the duck is looking at you when there's logical explanation.
Nails behind you.
Dude, isn't that crazy though?
Nails.
Your brain just makes up like scenarios that are illogical to scare you. But if you think about it from an evolutionary standpoint, what does that benefit? Because obviously we have qualities of ourselves to benefit survival, but how could being paranoid benefit your survival? Like when you think of like the brain and like us like seeing things that shouldn't be there and being paranoid of like supernatural things, how is that an evolutionary trait that benefits our survival? Like how the fuck is schizoing that a duck is actually chasing after me beneficial to my like well-being, you know?
Weird and yappatronics.
Nah, but you gotta hear me out though. I'm onto something. Am I right? I feel like I'm onto something.
I've been hearing you out for the last 20 minutes.
I see hands on the ladder. They shouldn't be there.
Nails.
I can't go. I can't go in the hole. See, like, obviously my character is imagining things in my head because I'm on edge, right? But I'm thinking from like a that was fate. Surely that was an actual person drowning. Okay, but if you were actually here in real life, you would be shitting yourself. Even if I'm not scared of liminal spaces, I would be fucking pissing myself if I was in.
Nah, I do.
But the question here is that why am I scared? Why would I be scared if I was in that room? If you're trying to think of like a logical reason, I can't think of any. Why would I be scared? There's no reason to be scared. But I am scared. And thinking of that makes me more scared. Is that insane? Is that crazy to think about?
Okay, but you have no food.
Because there's a threat? No, but if you know that you're alone in that room, obviously there's no threat. But why do you feel
How would
scared?
you know?
Because of the unknown? But why are you scared of the unknown? There's nothing there. It's unknown.
All of those are terrible. You have no food.
See what I mean? Why do we get scared of things that don't make us logically like why do we get scared of things that we shouldn't be scared of? Logically speaking. Why are we scared of the unknown? Why are we scared of empty spaces like liminal spaces? There's no one there. You shouldn't be scared, but you are. Like, if someone sees two chairs in an abandoned room, you would freak the fuck out. Why would you freak the fuck out? It's just chairs, bro. How do you know no one's there? Because logically speaking, there's most of the time, there probably is no one there most of the time.
That is not logically speaking. Because logically speaking,
Dude,
the
if
other
you
side is
walk
also
into
true.
some abandoned hospital in the middle of the forest, logically speaking, you're scared of someone being there. But if you sit back and think, there's probably no one in that building. But you're scared of someone being
There
in
could
there.
just be a
When
homeless
if you think
guy.
about it, there's actually no one in there.
It's a free
But you're
house.
so scared of someone being there. But you shouldn't be scared though. That's the thing. You know what I mean? There might be squatters, yeah, in like the rare chance.
I think your logics have no merit.
I don't think that's a rare chance.
Dude, you're telling me there's more homeless people that you would encounter in an empty building than no one being there? No, I would think you encounter more
Yeah.
empty buildings. If you go into an empty building, the chances are you probably meet more nothing than someone.
Okay, the chances for this statistic is your.
I feel like it's not
literally
common to meet like a random
your-
homeless guy in a
Your left cheek, bro.
Plus, all it takes is one chance. You meet that homeless guy, you got a knife. It's
Yeah, but
over.
realistically speaking, most of the time there shouldn't be anyone in there.
Why though?
Okay, but
Because
why?
that's like, because why would there be someone in there most of the time?
Your source is I made it up. There's no
You're
source.
telling me if you go to random buildings that are empty, you're gonna meet more homeless people than nothing. Yeah, that's what I thought, dumbass.
I don't.
I'm the
think
thinker.
house
I'm the
is
thinker.
for you. No, you're a chat.
And I died. Wait, that was chapter 1? People get scared of riding an airplane, but airplane crashes are rarer than the car crash? That's what I'm saying! You're reinforcing my point even more! Why do I get scared flying on a plane when realistically speaking, plane flying is like one of the safest modes of transportation? You
You
shouldn't be
survive.
scared, but you are scared. See? It doesn't make any sense. It's just irrational fears. But the thing about irrational fears is that how does irrational fears help us in like an evolutionary survival way?
You should hit people.
No, hear me out though. Hear me out. What is like the benefit of irrational fears and helping us survive from like an evolutionary standpoint? It doesn't. It just
we aren't
makes
dumbasses and
there's
run
more
into fear
negatives than
and stuff.
positives. So is it like a glitch in our evolution that we just like have irrational fears to like set us back because we're too smart?
Okay.
Because if we didn't have irrational fears, we'll be like way too strong of a species. So we gotta have like some cons to like balance out the pros. Because if you think about it from an evolutionary
That's
standpoint,
definitely
what's the
not
point
true.
of like an irrational fear? It does not help you in your survival at all. It's irrational. It doesn't make any sense. Do you guys understand what where I'm going at though?
No.
How did I get so philosophical playing a pools
Okay,
game?
okay. When you're dreaming, do you know how to lucid dream?
But you guys don't understand my point though?
Do you know how to lucid dream?
Yeah?
Really?
It's self-preservation. No, but like the thing is that fear, like a normal fear, like if you're scared of heights, water, spiders, animals, that's normal because you're in danger, right? But if you're scared of like a ghost, it's obviously not real, but you're so scared of it because it's irrational. But why would irrational fears help us survive? The concept of fear is to make you scared so that you live longer. Oh, I'm scared of the lion. It's going to kill me. But how is, oh, I'm scared of a ghost in a corner in the dark room. That's not going to benefit you because it's not actually there. What are you surviving it
But
from?
what if it is?
How do you know?
But it's
The
not.
ghost not there.
It could be.
So why do we have irrational fears when it doesn't benefit our survival? Because
What if you
it's like
wake
a
up
glitch,
tomorrow
bro.
and
It's
you
like a
see
glitch.
Jesus in your corner. What are you gonna do?
Some people believe in ghosts. Okay, monster then. Well, you know my point though. Like,
Monsters literally exist.
dude, no one
I'm
understands.
crocodile.
No one understands. I'm the thinker, and you're not being the listener right now. Be the listener, okay? I'm the thinker. Hear me out. I swear I'm onto something. I'm onto
If
something.
you talk to someone in one of these liminal spaces, you would literally be the monster. They are running from you as far
No,
away
but
as
like
you can
it makes sense though if you think about it, right? Fear at the concept is a survival mechanism to make you survive. because oh, that thing is scary, don't go near it. But
You are
if
asking
the
same
fear
question
doesn't
as
actually
why
exist,
is 1 plus 2 or 1 plus 1
how
equal
does it
2?
benefit you? It's not yapping though. I'm misunderstood.
It is.
I'm misunderstood.
Okay, you are saying the same thing as why does 1 plus 1 equal 2? Because it's a human-generated concept.
I feel like Cat's the only one that understands it.
No. Think about this.
Like,
When a
like
cat
okay, like for example, right?
they run
This
away,
is
even
this.
if there's nothing there.
Okay, for example, there's nothing in the pool.
Cat says, I'm not on your side.
Listen, for
bro."
example, right? This is scary, but why is it scary? I'm the only one in the pool. It's just dark. It's just a dark box. It's just a dark open room. Why is it scary? It's a dark room with water, but I'm scared of it. Why? The fear of the unknown. But why is the unknown scary?
Because there could be something there.
But there's not.
But what if you just get jump scared right now, though?
But there's not, though. That's just irrational. It's irrational thinking to think that an empty room has something in it. It's just irrational. Not like it's a bad
if
thing.
you get shot and say it's irrational for you to start bleeding.
No, but getting shot, if you're scared of getting shot, it's a valid thing because you actually can die. Sitting here in this room, I'm in no chance of death. But I feel like I am.
You could be in chance of death.
You are in chance of
Type
death.
1 if you
If
understand
fell
what
in
I'm
the
saying.
water,
Type 1.
you
Type
would-
1 if you know what I
would-
mean. Type
There will
1.
be 0 ones
Type
in
one.
the chat.
Type 1 if you're feeling me right now. Whatever, bro. I'll just be yapping to my own self. Everyone is like, but there. What if there is something? But logically speaking, there's actually not.
There
if
is
I,
no logic
dude,
to be
if I
speaking.
put you in an empty room and I turn the light off and you get scared and you know there's nothing in it, it's an irrational fear. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, why do we have
You
that
put me in
fear?
a room and
It's
turn the light off,
useless
that's
for
kinda
survival. If I put you in an empty room, I turn off the lights, and you get scared of the dark
Dude,
because
the
of the
thing
monster.
you
Why?
just-
Like that's irrational. Why do we have that?
No.
Survivally speaking.
Say what you just said. You said you.
Oh,
put
but
someone
what if
in a room
there's
and
something
turned
in
off
the
lights.
room? No, but I cleared the room
No,
for
no.
you.
No, you put someone in a room.
You put me in the room and
You
then
just
turn the lights
put
off.
someone in a room and turned off the lights.
No context. You just close the door. Of course you're gonna be scared.
It's
Even
not
if you're
useless. It's
there.
literally the reason we humans survive. No, but you don't understand. A rational fear is not a fear. Why is it? It's in the name, bro. It's irrational. It shouldn't be a fear. But because your brain thinks it's a fear, it is a fear. But it's not. That's why it's irrational.
This is like
An actual
first-degree
fear is like a
psychology.
fear of heights, a fear of spiders. An irrational fear is a fear of supernatural causes, like curses and like, you know? Because
You
it's
just
not
said a
actually there, but
first.
your brain thinks it is.
You just said a curse is rational.
No, I said it's irrational. Because if
No,
you
you
think
said it's
about it.
rational. It was grouped with your other things.
No, it's not. I'm not fishing.
Yes, you are.
I'll die by this argument.
For what?
I feel like I'm on the same team, but I'm getting ostracized because people don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to
There's
hear
no truth in it.
the person that
This
confronts
is
them.
the
They just
same
want to
thing
hear
as
nice
you, like,
things.
not claiming
I am
something
literally
because you
going
have some
against
sort of
the
masochism.
I am going against the conformity of the group, and you don't want to hear what you want to hear, and it makes you uncomfortable that I'm exposing it, and that's why you want to like shun me out because you don't want to hear what you want to hear. I'm telling you what you need to hear, but you don't want to hear it.
Actually
That's okay, bro. It's okay, bro. It'll just be me then. I'll be the only truth knower. You can
Okay,
live in
you're
your little
literally
groupie.
trying to say it, that
Live in your little
1 plus
groupie.
1 equals 3.
Nah, I'm onto something. I am actually Socrates, 2024 circa. Visualize. Ooh, but what is this place though? It's just like an empty black staircase going down, and it makes me scared. Why? But there's nothing at the end of the staircase, man.
But why are you scared though?
Because of the unknown.
Okay, this may be the worst game to be saying this because there is actually nothing. But what if there was something?
But there's not.
Okay, because this game sucks. But What if there was something though?
Oh, so if you walk all the way down the stairs, you get teleported back up. Bro, everyone is saying, but what if there is? But most of the
Yeah,
time,
because
there's nothing.
you keep saying something that has no source. That means that the other side of your argument.
No,
is
okay, no,
just
hear
as
me out, bro. No,
viable
you're not
as
listening.
Your side.
I clear out a big ass box room. I put you in it. I turn off the lights. You know there's nothing there.
You
A
keep
person who's scared
starting
of the
with, you
dark,
put
why would they
someone
be
in
scared of
there
the
and
dark?
turn
There's
off the lights.
nothing
Put
there.
me in the room.
It's a rational fear. I don't blame them for it. I have irrational fears too.
This is Crocodile music. Listen.
I put you in a room that I clear that you know nobody is in. So the only thing that makes you scared is your irrational fear of something being there. But I literally
No,
cleared the room
fear
for
is
you
that
and
put me in a room with no
but
lights.
then people are like, oh, but what if there's like a hobo in the floorboards and he kills
Is
me?
worse
But there's
than
not.
Your right circlet ayaka stomach.
Keep hating.
New
Like
topic.
when I look at the chair, why does the water turn black? My brain is just scaring itself for no reason.
No, it's darker.
Hey, that's actually the worst question you've asked. You said, why does the water get...
No, but it is though. It actually is
Yeah,
though.
it's the game's shading.
It's the game shading, and not a total meta read about the human psyche and how we get irrational fears.
no,
Yeah,
you're
sure. It's just the
actually-
game mechanic.
this guy is
I'm pretty
so-
sure this game is
That's
trying to
what
do like some deep
You
meaning of
are
like the human
literally
psyche and why we
schizo.
get scared. By the way, this game is an art piece describing human fears and irrationalities. But you guys just think it's normal game mechanics. I know what the game's cooking, bro. I'm on the same length as the developers. This game is an art piece that's meant to explain irrational fears and why we get scared of the unknown. I get it, bro. It's like art. People are like, oh, it's just a game of walking. It's actually deeper than that. It's a meta commentary.
Donald Trump.
It's a meta commentary.
Guys, I can't help it, but he is full schizo.
You're so smart. I am. Let's be friends. Why is there just like a statue of a dude carrying like a box? Low-key, I agree with you. Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. I swear to
This guy
God.
is reading messages that aren't
Dude,
there.
I have the
Wait,
debuff where I could say the Cookamus Maximus, but because it's like me and no one
Matt,
takes me
why did
seriously
you
and
say
everyone
that?
just looks at me as a
Matt,
joke,
why did
even
you
if
say
what I'm
that?
saying is true, you would still say false because it's funny to hate watch me. Even if what I'm saying makes
look at
sense
the
and you
statue, look at
agree,
the
you would
statue.
still hate watch me because it's me. I just have that debuff, bro. You'll be like, wait, this guy makes sense, but I'm just gonna
Look at
hate
the
on him
statue,
because
look at
it's
the statue, look at the statue, look at the statue, look at the statue, look at the statue. Look at the statue, look at the statue, look at the statue, look at the statue.
You're just dumb. I'm a thinker.
This is you carrying your box of ideologies of nothing.
Nope. This is me. This is me. Sisyphus against my chat. One day I'll reach the top and chat is like the fucking rock that's weighing me down. Oh, what are you talking about? You're delusional. Oh, well, you're crazy. Oh, stop yapping. You're the fucking rock. I'm Sisyphus, bro. I got places to be. I don't need your hate.
That ass kind of was crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
You guys are just not free thinkers like I am. Just be honest. Just say that, and I'll just like agree. I'm a free thinker. I think for myself. I question the world. I don't take everything in. I question. I ask whys. You just accept.
You said you're not a lucid dream, but you didn't say why.
I'm 1 in a trillion.
Okay, something.
Yeah, actually, you wanted a trillion.
The fucking lockers
Aka.
just made a squeaky noise. I'm gonna panic.
Aka. You said you're not a
We have
lucid
evolved to
dream,
be
but you
scared
didn't
during
say
the
why.
situation since previous generations did the same.
This guy.
No, but is it safe to say that from an evolutionary standpoint, ideally, the goal is to have traits that are beneficial for survival? Like, dolphins have echolocation to navigate the ocean. You know, like
There is
octopus,
no
they got
way
like
you
big ass
compared it
brain. Humans, we have like the
echolocation.
ability to like use tools. But from like a survival standpoint, How is having irrational fears beneficial?
Not everything is for evolution.
That's what I'm saying. Which is why I said there must be like a con, there must be like a system where if you spec into something that's way too good, you're gonna have debuffs. For example, you spec into fear so that if you see a spider, you don't approach it because it could be poisonous, but you also get a debuff of being afraid of the dark, because if you don't have irrational fears, you'll be way too powerful. You'll survive too good. So you gotta have like a debuff to offset like the thing that you're specking into for evolution, I feel like.
Who is
Does no one
Pinecone?
understand what I'm trying to say? Being scared is a debuff? No, being scared of the spider because it's poisonous, buff. But it's too good, so the system gives you like an offset of being scared of the dark to offset the spider.
You are not
scared.
Sun Jin Woo.
Being
Bro.
afraid of
Talking like
spiders
you are.
Bro.
is irrational.
Because if we would always spec into the pros of the evolutionary tree, we would have gotten a perfect animal. But every animal has an offset. Because if you spec into the evolution and everything is perfect, no cons, nothing to offset the buffs, we would have a perfect animal, but we don't. Because there's a trade-off. You could spec into this buff, but you get a little you get a little negative to offset it.
What do you mean the perfect animal? What are you talking about, man?
This is why you cannot persuade idiots.
Nah, I'm onto something.
You have gone full restarted. Full.
I can't really jump into this show, should I? If I jump, what? Hey, it was a bait! Ah, come on now.
You can see the reflection.
I can go down though. Like this. I'm actually feeling on edge when I go down the ladder. But there's nothing down here. Why are we scared of going down a ladder when there's nothing down there? That's what I'm trying to question, bro.
Why are you scared?
It's irrational. It's irrational. Because there's someone down here. But there's literally not. This game is a meta commentary of irrational fears. It literally is. Time and time again, there's no one down here. No matter how many rooms I've been in, there's actually no one down here. But everyone in the chat's like, oh, but what if there is? There's not though. Look at the game I've been playing. Every single room that I've been in. Oh, what if there's someone in the room? There's not. It's a meta commentary of irrational fears. It's just me in this room, dude. Oh, but what if there's someone in the... But there's not someone in the room. Have you looked at the last 1 hour that I've been playing this game? It's just me in the fucking darkness, dude. There's nobody in this place. Well, but what if there is? But there's not. So don't even say it. There's not. So I don't need your yapping. You hear me?
I can't say it. I can't say it, but I do not persuade idiots.
Dude, I've literally been right the whole time though. There's no one here. But everyone, you guys only have the same one argument. But what if there is? What if there is? But there's not. You shouldn't be scared. Oh, but what if there is? But there's not. You can't you can't
Please
just keep
just off that
spamming the
part.
same one. The same one argument doesn't work when you're literally wrong. There's no one here. I'm just hallucinating, you know. But how can you be certain though? How can you be certain though? Yeah, my bad, bro. There's actually 10 hobos in the walls and they're like following me, but they're hiding from me and I don't.
What if there was though?
Yeah, what if there was?
You can never be so.
What if you got outside and won $1 million, but you didn't? Oh, but what if you did though? But you didn't. What if I win the lottery right now? But you didn't. Oh, but what if I do? But you didn't.
What if I do?
What if I get a girlfriend right now? You don't have one. But what if I did?
What if I did? I mean, too.
What if my parents never got divorced? But they did. But what if they didn't? 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 Same one
What
argument
if I
doesn't
was
work.
born to a loving family? Also, one day, right? One day, I'm gonna tell you a story. I opened my door to my dorm room.
True.
Right?
Bro, that's
And
what
there
I'm
was a
saying,
girl
bro. I am
not
literally, objectively speaking, correct. But the chat, they're just saying what ifs as if that's a valid argument. It's not, bro. I put you in an empty room. You know it's empty. You shouldn't be scared. But what if there's someone in the room with me? No, but there's not. There's literally not. That's not a valid argument.
What you're saying isn't a valid argument. You're just saying it's not
Make a
right.
good point. I
It's so
know.
much better
I
if
am
you
the
mute.
thinker. I am the thinker, man. Socrates, hit me up. Socrates, Aristotle, whoever like the thinkers were. You know, like those guys. Persephone, Dionysus,
Phone.
Talos.
You know what? You're right, Aka. You are right.
I already knew.
We have
and
irrational
voted for
fears.
him.
Yep. You are the god gamer.
We're not saying what is because of the fact that there could be something else. We're just saying that the brain itself is saying to the body,
Alright,
prepare
he
for a
is
fight. There
not
might be
reading
someone
your
there,
message.
but there's not though. Why would your brain tell
It's
you to
going to
prepare
get- it's
for
going
a
to
fight
get
with
to-
something there if there's not?
Downplayed.
A rational
I'm
thinking. The brain has
I'm
a
gonna
fault
lose
in it.
I'm gonna lose.
Bro, you can't
I
control it.
already
got it.
We're on the same team.
arguing.
That's literally my point though. Your brain thinks of situations that aren't even there. It's a fault in the brain. It ties into my evolutionary like debuff thing. You can't have a perfect animal. I'm just saying you can't control it. Yeah, we're on the same team. Friendly fire, friendly fire, friendly fire.
What would be a perfect animal? in
It's
your
not a
eyes?
debuff, but it is though. Your brain uses energy to think. If it's thinking that it's fighting fucking ghosts and air, it's wasting resources that could be used for like the metabolic byprocesses.
The what?
But is using the brain juice to to think of
Metabolic
fucking
process.
situations
That's
that
not
won't even
even-
happen. It's literally there's a fault in the brain.
There may be a fault in your brain. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
You should stop cooking.
Any clippers in chat? I think if someone watches the clip, it's like a narrow weapon. I'm not gonna lie. It might be a neurological weapon
Dude.
to make someone watch that clip and have to listen
Bro.
to Aka's take.
If you're in the woods and you see a bear, you get scared. It makes sense. Your brain gets scared because you don't want to be near the bear because you're gonna die. If you're in an empty room and you get scared because of someone being in there, your brain is wasting resources on something that is not even like gonna happen. It's irrational, which is why
What makes it so that that doesn't happen?
it doesn't. The brain will
Well,
do
I
it
forgot-
regardless. That's what
forgot
I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to
not
say
telling-
is
I
that
put Aka on
you can't
1%
control
volume.
what your brain does.
I'm just watching. I'm watching.
It's a
someone
fault.
Walk around in a pool room. Kind of chill.
I mean, this is a walking simulator.
Evolutionary traits aren't necessarily beneficial. That's literally what I'm trying to say though. I'm saying the concept of evolution is to evolve to be a better species than you were before. But sometimes along the evolutionary tree, you have certain faults that don't make any sense. But why is that?
Aka
The
might be the
point of
only person in the
evolution
world to
is
get
to be
stung
the
by the
best
game.
species of what you're supposed to be. So why does the evolutionary tree give you like negatives and debuffs?
No.
Why? Isn't the
The
concept at
evolutionary
its
tree
core to be like
gives you
to
a whole bunch of
evolve so
buffs
that
and
you
debuffs.
should be perfect? But obviously, if that was the case, we would have a perfect animal, but we don't. Every animal has its pros and cons, but which just makes me think that maybe evolution isn't supposed to be is not just all like roses. But why would evolution put cons in your survival? Because every pro has a con to offset it.
True.
Now, why does every pro have a con to offset it? That's what I'm trying to ask. Why does it do that? Why doesn't every
Because it's
animal
taking away from
stuff
evolve
I
to
found
be a
this game.
perfect, like, no, like, it
It's
has
like-
no, like, negatives
I
to
don't
them?
even know. I don't know how
Newton's
you
law
can get
of
this stuff I found
equivalent
this.
exchange.
See? Why
It's
doesn't
like-
every
it's like
animal
full
evolve to be
brotherhood alchemist.
perfect? Why do we have
Because
negatives?
You need
What
to
is the
take something
benefit from
away
that?
To give something back.
I'm asking the real questions here. I'm asking the real questions. Evolution is to survive? Yeah, but the negatives, most cases, they cuck you. For example,
How is getting
you know
scared
how,
of the dark
like you know how, like, when a bee loses its stinger, it dies? That's obviously a negative. Why can't it stab, lose the stinger, and live? You see what I
They aren't
mean?
built for that.
You
And
see
there's
what
no
I
point
mean?
to evolve
Like,
to
I
do
lose
that.
my stinger, I die. There's no benefit.
This and Aka
But
will
why
add
can't I just
Cocoa
lose my
Goats.
stinger and still live? That's what I'm trying to get here. It doesn't
Dude, I
make
can
any
send it to the
sense.
editors.
You
Yo, send it to
evolve
the
to literally
editors.
go backwards. It's devolve.
We need to add Cocoa Goats.
Because fear is good.
Who's 17
We're-
editor?
like again, I said
Bro,
we're on the
Zane
same
was here
team.
earlier. Wait, is Kosik still here? Kosik, please add Cocoa Goat. Add Cocoa Goat. Add Cocoa Goat.
That's a
Please,
wasp?
please,
No, but you know
Cocoa
my
Goats.
point, right? Some traits cost too many evolution points. Yup. Like I said, guys, I'm telling you guys, I'm on your team. I
Why?
swear, I'm on your team.
Do you not see? I need some sort of payment to have to listen to this.
Guys, I'm on your team,
Same.
but you hate me and you're going against me.
I'm not
I
going
swear
on-
we are
on-
all
on
on the
you,
same
and I have a
team, but
stream
you're
on
just
1%
fighting.
volume.
We are literally on the same team, by the way. Everyone is saying, but fear is supposed to make you survive. That's literally what I've been saying. I'm saying irrational fears is different.
No, because they're the same thing.
But people in chat are saying, not
Yeah,
everything about
actually,
evolution is
some of us.
beneficial. That's literally what I've been
I
trying to
need
say.
you to turn up your volume.
Okay, little slide right.
Turn up your volume. I'm not turning up my volume.
I know, I was saying that to him. I don't.
No,
think-
no,
I don't
but
think
guys,
he's
but isn't
listening
that
to
like-
anything? I don't even think he's using his eyes.
No, but isn't that
That's what I was
interesting?
saying.
No, but isn't
Bro,
that like
Aka has a
interesting to
video
think about?
called Is it and ponder? And he will add Cocoa Goat. What is that?
Dude, do you
Yo,
guys like
type
never
is
think
it
about
and
like
ponder in
these
chat.
kind of things and why things are? Am I just a thinker? You guys like never think about like why doesn't evolution just make every animal evolve into the perfect animal? Like why do we have cons? It doesn't like the core concept of evolution is that you evolve.
Yes. Cocoa
Obviously,
Goat.
your evolution should
Legendary.
have more benefits, all benefits. That's the goal, to be the perfect species. But every species has a setback. Why is there a setback in the system?
Guys, everyone
one ever
stop
thought about
typing
that?
to Aka and just type Cocoa Goats. Like, no responses. Every letter you type that is not Cocoa Goat is a waste of time.
Like you know how
You'll be
like
banned.
like you know how cheetahs get really fast, but the trade-off is that they don't have they can't like sustain it? Why can they go really fast and sustain it? Why does there have to be a trade-off
we
of
go.
speed and not
There
why
we
can you
go,
have
there we
both?
go.
That's what I'm questioning, bro. The cheetah is very fast, but it can't run fast for very long. But why can it be run really fast and go really fast for long? Why is there
'Cause
like
that's
a
not how
negative
it
trade-off for that? Evolution
how
would
it
make you
works.
think that there's no cons, but there is a con. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it, man. I'm panicking. I'm panicking when I think about this, dude. I'm panicking. There's always balance. Yeah, but why is there the balance though? From an evolution
guys, you
biology
failed. We had it
standpoint.
consistent for
though.
like a minute. You guys failed. You guys failed it. You let the brain damage get to you.
You guys don't think about this from time to time? I do. I think about it all the time, actually. It's one of the greatest mysteries.
Now there has to be there's literally neurological damage that is done to your brain. from
Okay, but
listening to
like,
this on last day.
okay, but can we agree that like the core concept, not what it actually is, like the concept of
perceiving it in
evolution
any form
is
and then
supposed to
replying
remove the
is
negatives,
like
right?
It's like it's like direct hits.
No. What
Like
evolution is supposed
at
to
the
do?
core of like evolution, from an ideological
can't.
perspective, ideal perspective, is that
Fine,
you
you found the
evolve
problem. You
and
gotta
your
put-
next
you know,
evolution
put-
offsets
Just
the
gotta solve
negatives.
it.
That's why you evolve.
You've got to.
Obviously, why would you evolve? because your previous evolution was shit. I want to get rid of the con. Because
Or
if you
evolve of your
didn't,
choice.
why would you evolve in the
Go,
first
go.
place?
He's valid.
You know, this is that question. Has anyone here watched the Blue Archive?
See?
That's actually the worst question you could ask because Aka likes the Blue Archive anime.
Oh, I was gonna
Adapt to
say
your
ban anybody that
surroundings.
says yes, but I guess not.
Yeah, but the cheetah getting cucked by
just ban the
the
streamer.
trade-off speed thing is literally bad for its environment.
Also, Aka tried saying with a straight face that the Blue Archive anime. What did he say was better than? He said it was better than like Free Run or something.
It is better than free run. Stay mad.
That's great.
Stay mad and stay
That is
free.
insane.
Wait, we're breaking him from the mold. We have to keep saying things. I don't know.
If the negative doesn't kill you, it won't be removed. Yeah, but but realistically speaking, in like an ideal world, the perfect animal is an animal that has no negatives. It's just perfect. I'm just questioning why the concept introduces setbacks.
Okay, but thoughts on Hitler versus
when
Stalin?
it's not beneficial for survival. It might not kill you, the setback, but is not beneficial. That's why it's called a setback. Why is that there?
Thoughts on Fortnite.
The world is not ideal. That's what I'm questioning.
No,
that's what
on
I'm
Hitler versus
saying.
Stalin. Hitler
It's
being,
not. Which is why is it like that?
the Hoyo
See?
community and
That's what
Stalin
I'm
being
saying.
killed.
Why is it like that? Why isn't evolution perfect and we
Wait,
evolved
what
to
is
be
the
the perfect
concept? I
animal
forgot what
with no
was the
setbacks?
concept.
Why is it not like that?
Do you guys like popcorn?
Why are we not
It was
evolved
Hoyo
to be
versus
perfect?
Yuri fans
Why do
versus
you not want to be
Secto,
perfect?
And they had Hoyo versus Yuri fans and Hitler and Stalin as Secto.
There is no negative to being perfect. I don't want like, oh, but no, we need some flaws. No, there is no negative to being perfect. But we have negatives. Why? In an ideal world, everything should be perfect. But it's not. And that
Nothing is
makes me
perfect.
scared. It makes me
Why?
scared. It makes
Just
me
an
scared.
Idiot, man. I can't.
Bro,
Why am I talking?
why does it make me scared? Because there's someone out there that is literally rigging the evolution tree to give us negatives, bro. When we could have been the perfect animal, but some motherfucker is tweaking the settings so that we get like random
There
debuffs.
is no
Why does the
matrix.
cheetah have
Oh
like,
my
it runs out
God.
of stamina? Why
Second
does like the
birthday
bee
today.
die when it loses
Oh
the
my
stinger when it
God,
could keep the
the
stinger and
artwork.
live?
I'm
Some
about to
motherfucker is tweaking it.
lose.
That's why it's scared.
I'm about to
Bro.
lose.
You won't understand. You won't understand. You won't get it.
No way there's a thread on Robin's sexuality and it has 13k likes and 1 million views.
You wouldn't get it.
That's
may
a
go down.
classic.
I may go down.
Does
It
that
has-
not make you scared?
7, 21, 24.
If there was
30.
no
There's no way it keeps going.
outside
31,
instigators,
33.
we would
It
be
has
perfect.
33.
But
It
someone
has
is
33
trolling.
tabs in the
Someone is
There's no
trolling.
shot.
And I'm scared, man. Maybe
You're
it's not
scared of
evolution at all,
what?
but rather handcrafted designs. There's a limited adaptation
is
animals
scared
can
of
have
heights.
to
Okay,
exhaust
wait,
wolves
wait,
and
wait.
also beyond our own limited
Aka
comprehension.
is
legit.
I like that new
He's
chatter.
scared of
You listen.
Harold.
This is the difference between
scared of
my
something that
chat
doesn't
and new
exist.
chatters. New chatters are free thinkers. They don't just hate me because they don't know who I am. That's why they're new chatters. Everyone is chat. They just hate me. They don't want to hear me out. The new chatters, they're willing to hear you out and they're willing to ask questions. See, this new chatter, he doesn't hate me because he hates me. He wants to. He
Oh,
wants to
it's
get to the
proving
answers
them
too.
wrong.
I'm on the
Okay,
same
but
team,
why
bro.
is it
We're on the same
33?
team.
Hey, can
We
you
need
make
to
the red
know
again?
the answer. We need to know the answer because with our range
not
of
reading
knowledge
all
right
that.
now, it's too hard to comprehend.
I DM it to you.
I don't get it.
I only read one part.
It's
There's no
literally your
founding
own
33
account?
length thread.
So can you
Maybe I'll
summarize
post
what
the
is your
reading part.
point? I don't
Yeah,
know,
we can
man.
Start on
Maybe
the
I am
Blue Cow
yapping.
Bible.
Maybe I'm a little bit crazy nowadays. I got a couple of screw looses in there.
We can tell.
You can't go faster. I can't go faster, but I want to like take my time and enjoy the liminal spaces while I'm ranting about like the evolution and the world being very inefficient.
Listen,
Okay, but
Just choose a
literally,
different
if
topic,
Siobhan
please.
was a playable character, I would lose.
Guys, crafting an animal with pros and cons for its survival is inefficient.
there is no
Can we agree on
crafting.
that?
This is not Minecraft.
It's inefficient. If you were to make a perfect animal, you would make it fly. It will have infinite stamina. You could, it never starves. It's like
shell on
immune to
turtles.
explosions. It's like
They
perfect.
spawn with it.
Wait, the new character
That's like-
in AFK Journey is about to
That's
come out.
efficient. But it's not. We don't
They
have an
made a
animal like that.
trailer.
Why are we so inefficient
Yo, why
at
the MC
surviving?
got the Riz face?
Yeah, I would make that motherfucker teleport. No, doesn't need to eat. It could have unlimited energy.
Satronic
I'll give it
intelligence.
radiation
Okay,
protection,
That
poison
new
protection,
girl is
fire
literally a
protection.
crocodile
You know?
girl.
Why are you assuming that evolution
That's
should
the
make you the
thing.
perfect being? I'm not though.
Bro, she's
We
a
are
crocodile.
literally on the same team. That's literally what I'm saying. Evolution doesn't make us the perfect
that
being.
guy himself.
That's why I'm scared. That's why we are
crocodile.
literally the same. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't.
What's the
That's
name
why
of the
I'm
crocodile?
scared,
Fine.
bro. There's someone. The evolution not making
That
you the
dude is
perfect
literally
animal.
a
It's
crocodile.
literally trolling. It's literally
I know what you're talking
trolling.
about. I keep forgetting
Oh,
his
his
name.
name is Vector. Vector the crocodile.
Yeah, he's literally a crocodile though. Just like Sonic is like literally a hedgehog with legs. This girl is like actually, she's a crocodile girl though.
You want every creature to be the
mage.
same?
Wait, really? Wait, where are you seeing?
It's on the AFK Journey Twitter.
No, Kosik, if I
Oh.
ask you to make a perfect animal, why would
Wait,
you
she
give
is-
it like,
Oh,
oh,
she's an armadillo
um,
girl.
if you,
Oh,
if
Armadillo
you,
girl.
I've never
maybe
seen
it's
that
just-
artifact
if you're,
before.
if you clap, you die. Like, why would I give it that if I were to make a perfect animal? Or like, oh, this animal can do this, but if it eats an apple, it
She
dies.
has a
Why would I
mouth-like
introduce
wall.
that to the animal?
Wait,
It's
no, she has a
useless.
Rames ult.
But some animals, they
She
have,
has
like
a
all of us, we
mouth-like
have like a, some
No, she
form
has
of
a
that.
Rames ult. She has a Rames ult.
Nothing is perfect? That's what I'm
Yeah, her ult
saying!
is
You don't
literally
understand! You're not listening! That's literally what I'm saying. I'm scared because it is not
gotta be a
perfect.
warrior.
Someone is tampering. You're not listening. We are on the same team. You're literally proving my point. Nothing is perfect. But why
All
not?
of his attacks
Come
are
on.
What
AoE
is the
damage
con?
mustard.
What
Like
is
7 days
the
and
what
then
is
I
the
believe-
negative of being perfect
Yeah, something like that.
from an animal living perspective?
You know,
Nothing.
Spawn actually comes out in like 5 days.
Rudest
There's no
skin.
con. But everything has cons.
Yo, MC skin.
See?
You can make your MC look like who is that? Who is
Hear
that?
me out.
Uh,
See that right there?
oh, there's somebody with a. It's kind of
Okay.
like Timo.
Timo.
Okay, let me propose you this question.
Wait.
In an infinite amount of years, do you think we will ever get the perfect animal given an infinite amount of years for evolution?
You can be
Sorry,
black.
I need to stop listening to him. I need
Is
to
that a
know.
thing? Given an infinite amount of time, in an infinite amount of opportunities to evolve, will we get to the perfect animal? And if not, that's what I'm trying to say. Why will there never be a perfect animal? Why not? You would think, given an infinite amount of time,
Honestly, AFK
we will have
Journey had a
we will
way
have
worse.
an infinite amount of possibilities to have a perfect animal, but we won't. Why
That's what I was
is that?
thinking
That's
of,
what I'm.
the
That's what I'm
infinite
trying to
monkey
question.
theory.
Why? Because obviously,
You
I
have
also
a
think
monkey
we'll never get a perfect animal,
That's
right?
typewriter, and you give him infinite time, he will write Shakespeare.
See?
Is that not already the infinite or the perfect animal as a monkey?
See what I mean?
Farah says they don't like Tectone. Yo, I like knowing why people don't like Tectone. You know why you don't like Tectone, Farah?
Tectone is a drama farmer. Everywhere he goes, he leaves a
Guys,
road.
Everyone in this
Nice.
chat just had like a realization
Underscore
that the world
INEO in the chat room
is
with
being
a,
trolled.
they have
Just
a-
let that sink in. Someone is trolling, dude. Someone is literally trolling, dude.
Like Secto, he's the Ghost Rider, but he's bald. So like it counteracts him being the Ghost Rider, and it makes it worse. Yeah, that's how it works.
Yo, everyone in chat, if you don't like Tectone, let me know the reason you don't like Tectone in chat.
There are quite a lot of.
There's literally no reason to hate Tectone. He's the perfect human being. No man can peek
Really?
after Tectone.
Okay, number
I
one,
just called you.
ugly,
You just
bald,
called him the perfect human
loud.
Yeah,
being.
he is. He actually is, though. You can't peek after Tectone.
That would mean he's the perfect animal
Aside from Tectone being an
Narcissistic.
exception, there's no perfect
to
animal.
make Tectone.
Tectone
There
is
you go.
bald.
End of the conversation right there. We solved it.
No, but I feel like these things. I don't know. I don't know if if I'm weird. I feel like they're really interesting to talk
Bad
about
human being and
because no one knows the
Okay,
answer,
next,
and I feel like
next one.
no one knowing
Sit on
the
the
answer
toilet.
just makes it all the more interesting to talk about. You know? Like sometimes you just gotta have a
Tectone
couple
just
days in
tweeted
the
a
year where you sit
sexual
down and you just
assault.
think about why things are the way they are. No?
Why I was banned from Genshin.
You never like sit down
that
for
tweet
like
you
a
tweeted
couple
was
days in
kinda
the
weird,
year
though.
and you're just
I'm not
like,
gonna
why
lie.
is the world the world? You don't think about like how everything came to be. Why does the system work like it does? Why isn't like, you know, like I think about
Yeah,
it
I
all
don't
the
think you
time,
can
dude. I'm
sexually
like,
assault a fictional character, but I haven't seen the tweet. So
I
don't
feel
know.
like I just went
But,
back to the beginning.
I think the tweet was just. I think the tweet was just kind of stupid.
Why are you
to be
scared about
honest.
not being perfect? No,
Maybe that's
I'm
just
not
'cause I don't
scared
like
about
them.
not being perfect. I'm scared
Tectone has some
because in
crazy
an
things
ideal
he says.
world,
He
there
has
should
some
be perfect
I don't
creatures.
know how a human can
But we don't
generate
live in
some
an
of the
ideal
phrases
world,
Tectone says
which
about
means that
things.
someone is tinkering or the world is trolling us
But then again,
so that
I
it's
also
like
don't
taking
know
us
how a
away from the
human can
perfect
generate
ideal world.
Maka's, 2 hours
The
from Maka in
existence
this pool game,
of
so
a
that's
negative
also-
existing
that's also-
just to like fuck with the flow of life. That is scary to think about. Because think about it. There is no benefit of a
Wait,
negative,
You know,
right?
Tectone is literally the Stellaron from Honkai Star Rail.
Right? There is literally no benefit
But who
to a
Goes from
negative.
who takes him?
Goes
So
and
why
then
do we
friends
have
like
negatives
For him to
if it's just
canonically
meant to
be a
get in our
Stellaron,
way?
Someone has to take him.
See?
Like there has to
The
be,
fact
there has
that
to
there
be
are
someone
negatives in
that
this
can,
world
like, hold,
proposes the
they can
question
hold the bomb.
that the
So who holds
world
the bomb?
is doing
Has been
something to
golden.
stop you in your tracks, and I feel like that's
Holds the
very
bomb.
interesting to talk about.
Yeah,
Braxophone, my goat Braxophone, he can handle the Stellaron.
I don't know if Braxophone holds the Stellaron. I'm not gonna lie. But you know what though? If there was a multiple MC, then maybe. But I think it could actually be Asmon because the drama cycle with Tectone.
You know what? That is true,
has been
actually.
recently. No, think about it. The drama cycle.
You may be
Tectone
cooking.
Are you
recently
gonna try to stop
is
tinkering then?
Overrate topic.
Well, I'm not tinkering.
create
Someone
3
else is
videos.
tinkering it.
After
Yeah,
creating
yeah.
the 3 videos,
Legit, yeah.
if he's like super
He
overreacting,
calls Asmongold.
he needs someone to mediate the situation and the
True.
idea going on.
Why do
And
you
the
think we haven't made
mediator is
contact with
Asmon.
aliens?
Stupidest stuff on the planet.
Says
And he calls
Asmon is like.
I can't answer
Asmon's
that
like the
question,
guy,
but I can
you
tell
know?
you
And
something
then
for sure.
Asmon
I think
comes
we
in
all
with
believe in
the
aliens,
mediation,
right?
Figure.
And then
I feel like the idea of we humans being the only living being in a black space that's like so big you can't comprehend with millions of galaxies, we can't be the only one.
And
I feel like most people would be like, yeah, there's probably something out there.
And then nothing happens. And then you
Is
can just add
Tectone
it
an
to the
alien?
Tectone drama log though.
I don't know, 825.
Right?
Maybe
The idea that we are the only living beings in a space that is so unbelievably large that you can't comprehend, with millions of galaxies that is constantly expanding and millions of planets, we can't be the only one alive. And if we are, that's insane, and I can't believe that.
Holy wait, Farah, that
You know what I
cake is
mean?
So good, though.
Like, there has
That's
to
what I've been trying
be
tell people.
throughout the
Dude,
millions
Tectone's
and
online
millions and millions and
personality
millions of,
versus
you know,
his IRL
planets
one
and
is
spaces.
like- Dude,
There's
Pine,
something
that's what I was
out
saying
there.
before. Remember, I was
And the
talking about this
reason
other
why
day,
I think that we
because I was
haven't made
saying,
contact with
dude, his
aliens is
IRL
probably because
versus
it's too
his,
big.
Like, online persona is like
Right?
literally 2 completely different.
I feel
things.
like
Here's the
space
thing, though.
is
Like,
so
not
big
even
do not
personal
know
that
anything,
aliens,
bro.
they probably can't even get to us.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna say like
It's too big
bro,
to, like,
no. But if you go and
see
like
other
check
living
out, like
beings.
any like any things of him being IRL, it's like
It's too big.
It's it's way different than his streaming.
Well, that could be true. But maybe that's why a whole bunch of content creators are
And if they
somewhat okay
can,
with
we
the,
are
the
fucked.
Pinecone,
That's
But-
what I'm saying. Why would so many people like him behind the scenes, and he's in an organization, and it's not, besides the memes of OTK,
I feel like listening to me ramble about like space and evolution and hearing Gabe talk about Tectone. It's a stream of all time. I feel like this really is like
you know what though,
like Chinese Bible on the left, Mozart on the right ear. Like
okay, but I think there's more reason to dislike Mizkif if you know Mizkif than Tectone.
I don't know. I think
No. If you dislike Tectone, right, it's more of like a personal thing. I feel like it's a personal thing. But more
I'm the
people
Mozart.
dislike Mizkif.
Gibbs the Chinese Bible.
I think Mizkif is a worse person than Tectone.
I don't think that's true.
Why?
Can you watch
I don't know
FMAB
what
already?
That's what I'm saying.
Why does FMAB
Like, I
have
don't
the
really
answers
like
to my
Mr.
question?
Much either, but he's not. I don't think he's that bad.
No. I think Mizkif is cooked. You know what? Maybe I have to see Mizkif IRL. Wait, but Mizkif's bad stuff is IRL, I think. Wait.
You're like Picasso? Thanks, I appreciate
See, that's
that.
what I'm saying. Tectone has no bad IRL things.
Will you ever have another streamer
that's why
with
the
this
divorce
deep
stuff
of an
was so,
insight on the
that
world
was
as I am?
wasn't like that.
No, you wouldn't, bro.
Yeah, see, that's
I'm
what
telling you,
saying.
man.
had no
I feel
context.
like another streamer
And
cannot
I
cook.
said that before, too.
I'm telling you, I got
said
the
that before, too.
insight.
When
I
you-
have
when you said
the
that last time,
Pandora's
that was
box.
your reason for
I'm gonna
disliking
open it.
Tectone.
I'm gonna
You
open
were
it.
Besides, like, he's bald and knowing everything,
I have
you
the
were like,
insight.
oh,
I have the
thing
book.
in the car is kind of crazy. And I was like, yeah, it's kind of crazy, but we don't have context. And the context came out, and I was like, see? So he
There
has
may
no
be
bad
context.
IRL things.
But I still don't like him.
Yeah, you still don't like him, but you don't dislike him for any.
Do you even know
IRL
what
things.
Pandora's box
You
is?
dislike him for
I
his
guess that is
online
true. You know
person.
what?
This?
personality.
This?
But when it comes to bald people, I feel like there's only one like bald person that you could like.
We don't have this. That's an
Northern
emoji.
Lion for me.
I forgot. Oh!
Watch Northern Lion.
I think Northern Lion is like a top 10 streamer, to be honest.
I do need to watch that guy more though. Also, Farah has given me their legendary response. The reason they Tectone so much is because they have a taste and respect for characters that someone designed and wrote. I don't think someone from platform should be promoting that kind of behavior to your audience. Get the bag still, but little respect to the creative process to design.
I don't like this. Oh, I really don't like this.
Okay.
I really don't like this. I really don't like this.
Why are you afraid though? Why are you afraid though? Let me know.
Dude, you can't say, what are you afraid of? They're literally right in front of me. What the fuck do you mean?
Okay, but they're not
Your
just
argument,
mannequins.
your argument,
Why are you
there's
afraid of
no one
mannequins?
there. My argument, there's
just
literally
mannequins.
10 mannequins
just-
in front of my
I mean,
face. Why would I not be
It's
scared?
just mannequins. Mannequins don't move. I don't. See I mean, they're just mannequins, man. I don't-
Dude, you're literally proving my point. It's irrational. It's mannequins. Why am I scared of that? We're on the same team, bro. What are you? We're on the same team. You're literally flaming me when you're proving my point. I don't understand what this chat is on about.
I'm back to it. You know
It
what?
is
It's fine,
irrational.
fine.
It's a mannequin. Why am I scared of
Tectone
mannequins in the
tweets
water?
The one where he says Robin is sucking.
It's not rational at all to be scared of that.
That is not the worst thing Tectone has ever said.
No, it was like
Literally
Jing Yuan or
proving my
something.
point? Question mark.
Jing Yuan.
But also, A25E says the reason that they don't like Tectone is because he's an objective Brahma farmer, which is also true.
Guys,
Okay.
if you literally took the time to sit back and like think about it, we are all just arguing against nobody. I'm not even kidding, but we're literally
Who is we?
I feel like as human beings, we have
where did it
the
go?
greatest benefit of forming groups and being a community. We are straying away from the path, man. We're supposed to be, we're supposed to be working together towards a common goal. Why are we falling apart at the seams, picking each other off when we're literally fighting for the same thing? We're falling apart, man.
Can we mute
We're
the
literally
Tectone
falling
topic?
apart, dude. We're not supposed to be. We're fighting against
Tectone
nobody.
Drama Farm or Aka Pool Stunlocker.
I think the answer is
Both-
clear.
Both give you neurological damage. You will suffer neurological damage from both
What the fuck?
of equal levels.
Did I just defy gravity
Just
and
like
walk on a totally
Pinecone.
different... Okay, kind of cool. There are 2 topics going
I
on right
have
now,
no enemies.
and which topic is more
Real.
interesting?
I actually have no enemies though.
You damn right.
It's gravity.
You fucking damn right, baby.
Stop talking
Me?
about it. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about the fears. We need to move
Oh.
on.
Is this the end of chapter 3? It is. Go down the slide. Let's find a different topic. Ow! Bro,
Among
that
Us.
is not how you exit from a slide, by the way. I just got like...
Barrel roll, holy.
Oh my god.
I heard footsteps.
Actually dead.
I was on the
Imagine
ground.
going through this
Wait,
whole space.
I was gonna say something
We're
crazy
dying.
and I
I
forgot.
heard footsteps.
Oh, I actually don't hate anyone though. Name
Someone's
a person,
here.
Name a person I hate.
There's someone?
The adapter. HDMI.
Okay, but I don't hate them because I don't know them. I just think they're a
I mean, that
terrible
is true.
person.
And I you know, actually saying that.
Like you don't wake up every day like holy I hate the whale. You know? You're
You
like
know what? You know what? I
holy
do
the
that for
whale
one
is
person,
a
though.
terrible person.
Well, I feel like the word hate
What?
is very often used for someone that
Hate
you
one
don't like
person?
nowadays. I feel like the word hate has lost its meaning. It's very hard to hate someone. Hate. People just use the word I don't like as hate, but hate and dislike is 2 very different things. You probably hate the person that like blew up your house, but you wouldn't hate the
Guys,
person
what
that shit
tweet
talked you
are
on the
we
internet. You
talking
just
about
wouldn't
for
like them.
Pinecone? He
This
has
is what
no
I feel
tweet.
like. I feel like it's very
Besides the
hard
one
to
where
hate
she said
someone,
she
like
sucked.
actually hate
Mine
someone.
says not to tweet.
People just use the word hate synonymously with the word dislike. It's the same thing with cope. The word cope has lost its meaning.
Oh, I see it.
When you
I see it.
disagree with someone, cope,
Oh, he
cope,
did
cope.
tweet
It's
it
lost
out.
its meaning, bro.
Is it the Jing Yuan one?
Some words, they just lose their meaning because people just use it like to mean something else. Oh, I don't agree with this person. Oh, you're coping. You're coping. It's like the word mid. Exactly, bro. Mid doesn't mean good or bad, but people use mid to say that something is bad.
I feel like he didn't tweet
know,
it out though, so he was going like.
Hate
oh,
isn't
mega
that strong
big.
when despise exists. Okay,
No,
but
yeah,
unless you're
probably.
like Shakespeare,
Like, it's
there's no
crazy,
way
but
you're saying
there's
despise.
There's other people who have sent out like.
I think hate is way more
or going
common,
to send out
but
crazy tweets and
it's
they
like the
don't send
same
them
thing,
out
the
for a
same
reason.
meaning, right?
Like I feel like
I
the whole
despise
point
this
is that he
dude, but-
didn't send out the tweet. No.
Despise?
I don't know, because I feel like a tweet, like, even though he didn't send it out, it's just kind of weird, you know? That guy is like, he's
Despise is
feeling
more proper. Yes, despise is more proper to mean like
This is
you
me talking to
absolutely
Aka
hate them,
on the
but
toilet,
the
and
meaning
Aka
still
is
stands. I
like-
feel like.
My
That is me
theory is.
listening.
My theory is-
I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I've said I hate X show, but I don't actually hate it. I just don't like it, you know? It's just like with the times, you know? Words, they just lose their meaning and get replaced with like the meaning that it wasn't supposed to represent, but people use it in that way, so now it's like the new
I also
definition.
don't despise him.
Just like how mid now means shit, when it actually doesn't mean
despising. I
shit.
feel like that word is like,
It's like
when you're
not
from
used.
like, I don't know, the 1870s or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like despise is a unpopular terminology to.
Like, I want to put this guy on the
your
stand and
disliking
throw
on someone.
tomatoes at him.
And
Is
on
that
top
me
of
sitting in the
despise.
chair? Who is that?
If someone says despise, I can't take them seriously. I'm not gonna lie. If someone tells me
He's
they
kinda
despise
low.
someone, I would think that they're a cartoon character. That's like what cartoon characters say. I don't think real people say despise. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if you despise something,
That
you
is true.
despise.
I give
like
him a
an item.
4% volume
I don't
boost.
think people despise other humans.
Despising something is like, I feel like you have to despise like a concept and not a person, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Bro, like if you despise another human, that's like crazy.
Or that I've gone really loud? Well, I mean, I'm still playing the game, you know? Of course the game and me and loud, because at the end of the day, I bought this game to play the game.
playing a game, just kind of walking.
Well, I mean, it's a walking simulator. You can like talk and walk. You know, that's like the point of walking simulators, is to have conversation while you play, while you walk around.
It's his most recent.
You know what? That is true, but
This
Like,
game
imagine
might
if
change
you
my
were-
life, bro. It made me think about like
okay.
the world. This game is a fucking experience, bro. I would not have went on those conversations if it not wasn't for the pools like tangent.
You spent money for
This game saved my life.
A maze solver, 2-hour stun lock, plus GPU.
I would never think about what I thought about if it wasn't for this game. This game literally made me talk about irrational fears, and I got on that whole tangent. Can you dunk underwater? No, you can't. You can only like stand, walk, and run. You can't crouch. It opened your third eye. It did.
What if you just like, I don't even know.
Aka, I'm giving you another chance at life as your flying wings of joy, justice, and happiness to promote your growth as a human being on the planet Earth.
What, Coco? What?
Basking in the sunlight.
Get to the point. What are you on about? I'm not adding that emote, by the way. If you're trying to glaze me to add that, I'm not adding. I'm gonna remove it later.
What emote?
What is wrong with
You know what emote? The emote that shouldn't be added but got added.
Wait, okay, no. Aka, I wasn't even thinking. I genuinely wanted to know what emote you were talking about. You have gotten so rent-free, you were thinking about the emote, and I wasn't.
I have the power to be on your mind 24/7. That's just my charm. I don't blame you. Go ahead.
No.
Explain what you want.
I have the power to be on your mind 24/7. You were
Yeah,
thinking
that's
about my
cappuccino.
emote.
That's cappuccino. That's cappuccino.
That's the thing. You were
about
thinking
you
about
guys
my.
all the
You
time.
just heard what I said. It said that you have the power to be on my mind, but it's that I have the power to be on your mind. It's actually the reverse.
For
Just
example,
like I have the power. Just like I have the power. No, you know what? Just like you
I
have the
buy
power
power.
to You can't hear Gib while he's yapping. Is what it is. Aka is silencing the democracy, going full tyrant.
well, I can hear him. Skill issue, bro. Turn up your ears. Dude, if Gib and Pinecone were at the same volume that I'm talking, you would have a hemorrhage in your
Pinecone?
brain, bro. There'll be too much stimulus. Imagine 3 motherfuckers talking at the same volume. It's just a ramble of things, dude.
Okay, counteraction. They already
literally
have
lowered
a
their volume?
hemorrhage
That's
from
the point.
The previous Aka stun Aka.
Isn't that just a normal convo to have people on the same volume? Bro, shut your ass up, bro.
Is it everyone send their reasons on why they dislike Tectone?
I'm here to
In the
play the
chat?
game. That's the most important part.
If you
The
have
game
not
is supposed to
sent
be
your
like the
reason yet,
main.
I'm collecting them like Pokemon, like Chaos Emerald.
Ooh! Because you're interacting in chat, both typed and spoken, it takes away the creepiness. No, don't get me wrong. This game is creepy. I feel like if you were to play it in your own room at night, locked in, and you have a fear of liminal spaces, this game would be pretty fucking scary. Like-
That's a lot of
of
ifs.
things.
Like the part
That's
with the
why-
mannequins in the water, I actually got uncomfortable with it.
There's a lot of ifs. What's your
I mean,
reason?
in the
Oh, I
game's
don't have a
description,
reason.
it says there's nothing that happened.
You know how people say they're in the middle of the political and they may leaning to a side? I'm in the middle because I have no enemies.
This game isn't scary. At most, I feel uncomfortable at times, but that's because I'm not the target
I think I've
audience.
experienced too many human personalities to dislike or like Tectone.
Give is like enemy.
I'm in like the
You're
saunas
pushing it
right
up.
now or something.
You said M something.
NMP lol. Nick Polum, Pogo guy.
Like this is
What
pretty
about
creepy,
Nick?
right, guys?
You are a fence sitter. Also, what about what Tectone
I
said
don't
about
like this.
Suggest?
Okay, that one is crazy, but there's no context on that. We only have Tectone attacking the.
I'm
genuinely
shivering.
wanna know the
No, but
context
imagine
on
if
that,
you were
but
actually
it's
here in real
literally,
life.
Like deep under the rug,
No?
under the basement. You need the key from Aaron Yeager's dad, and you need to go find like the reason the Titans exist to find
I
out
saw
more
something
on
behind
that.
me.
Text is that they were beefing
you see that?
like 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Wait, did
but
anyone-
what did
He-
Tectone said, and I'm not saying
Yo, can
Tectone's
someone
word is
clip
the
that?
Bible or anything,
I saw a
but there's
figure
no
behind
Zajef
me.
word because
There was
Zajef
even an
doesn't want to
achievement.
be attacked by the Tectone army, which is valid, right? So I want to know, what did Zajef say to Tectone?
Suggest hasn't said anything about Tectone recently at all.
Yeah, no,
He
but
just
they
brought it up
said it
randomly.
was. They said it was 4 years ago. That's the thing.
Shut up. Okay, I'll shut up.
4 years ago.
It's not like I'm the
I think-
streamer or
I
anything.
think,
Yeah, I'll shut up.
It was like he was talking about his marriage. But I think Jeff saw the clip of Tectone in the car.
No, that clip was Mr. Beanie Tectone. This happened when Tectone always wore a beanie.
I do not know the eras of Tectone.
There's Beanie Tectone, then there's Wife Tectone, and then there's Bald No Wife Tectone. Those are the three.
My
eras.
cam was
In
blocking
terms
it?
Of, Genshin
Oh,
and Gacha.
really?
And then there's Arknights. I don't know anything about Arknights. I didn't play that game.
Yeah, my cam would be blocking it. Oh, my cam blocked
Tectone
it.
went to Arknight, and then like.
Fuck, there was a
like,
figure. I saw it.
I don't know. He did like drama farming,
If-
and then everybody hated him. You know.
If
And he went
Dictone
against
Eggs hate rated you,
Oh
give,
my-
will you hate him? I could not
I
get hate
blocked
rated
it.
unless it's by bots. I'm not gonna lie. I would counteract the hate rate. I'm not trolling. You could believe me or not believe me. I would counteract a hate rate.
How could one be hate rated when you could just turn off your monitor?
True. You could also just turn off your monitor. You can just turn off the chat. You can just like do
It wasn't that scary, but I was like, wait, there's somebody there.
It takes 3 years back, already buried. That's what I'm saying. Like everyone brings it up.
It was just
but
a shadowy
it's
figure.
so buried that there's no way to know the context on it.
Like a shadow person?
It's very, but like that's the thing. It was very.
Dude, it's like John Wick. No, it's literally like John Wick. Imagine
Okay.
you didn't know why.
What was
John
it?
Wick
It was a shadow
killing all those
figure.
people, and then you find out 3 years ago they killed his dog. That would be crazy,
But
right?
John
You wouldn't
Wick
think
is
he's
involved,
crazy
though.
for telling them anymore.
But listen, calling someone a sex offender is pretty high up on the list of things.
I know liminal spaces are like very scary and popular. They're like the trend nowadays. But are liminal spaces actually real? Like if I want to see a place
I was
like
only
this,
yapping because,
would they exist in real life? Or is it just like a fictional concept?
Yeah, we could chill. We could
Are liminal spaces actually real? Like I could actually see the back rooms? IRL? Go to a closed mall? Bro, closed malls are not liminal spaces. They're just malls closed.
Okay, Aka, there's
Well,
no
the whole
way
point-
you're asking, are liminal spaces real IRL, and your whole stomach was about IRL.
The whole point of liminal spaces is that they aren't.
A closed
they're
mall
not
at night is a
realistic.
liminal space? No. Liminal spaces is like the game. Very, I don't know how to describe it. It's like very, I don't know how to describe liminal spaces, but I don't consider a
It's
closed
supposed
mall a
to be
liminal
like,
space.
It's like a space that's like not like realistic, and like it's like you see it and it doesn't feel real. You
Yeah,
know?
that's not a closed
So-
mall. That's just creepy. A closed
Yeah.
mall at night is
'Cause closed
creepy.
mall, yeah, it's real.
I wouldn't say it's a liminal space. A liminal space is like the game right now. Something like this in real life. Does it exist?
Mhm.
Very like purgatory, samey, like I don't know how to describe liminal spaces. It's like this right here.
I think it's
This is
also
a liminal
supposed to
space.
feel like nostalgic, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
feel
yeah.
Like you've been there
For
before.
sure, yeah. But I wouldn't, you know, like hospitals? Like for example, the back rooms exist in real life? Like you know, like the office
I
space
don't
with
know.
like walls and everywhere? Is that a real place? That'd be
And
crazy.
technically, the back rooms could be a warehouse that has a maze inside of it.
Maybe like a storage room? Could be, if it's big enough.
Look at the neurological damage you have done onto La Satora in the chatting room. See that?
You talk like I strapped Satora on a chair and like injected 500
And turned the
hertz
lights
into the
off.
brain and like headphones on, like maximum headache, Chinese waterboarding torture no, I didn't force you to watch this.
Chinese waterboarding.
Someone's following me, by the way. I can't jump in, no. I can only look into the abyss. When you look into the abyss also looks back at you. A famous quote. I don't know who said it, though.
I think it was like Edgar Allan Poe or something.
Dazai? I don't think it's a Dazai quote. It's like a... It's from the guy who's like famously cynical about his philosophy. That guy said it. I don't know his
I
name.
think it's Edgar Allan Poe.
No, it's the guy who said
And
God
then
is
he, like,
dead.
died mysteriously. Did he say that? I don't think he said that.
Well, it's not him.
Barack
I think the
Obama.
guy who said, if you look at the abyss looks back at you, is the same guy who said, God is dead.
That is literally Ajax Tartaglia child in a
Niche.
hit game Genshin
Yes, that dude. I think that's the guy who said the abyss thing, too. The God is dead guy is the abyss staring back guy, too. I think.
Also, Ann K, you can send me the hex
You're correct.
timeline or whatever.
Really?
The child got thrown into the abyss.
Yeah, but
Like,
if you got
you know?
thrown into it, that means he had to look at it.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I know my philosophy. I'm a thinker.
Also,
I'm a free thinker.
Can someone explain to me the lore behind the whole whale thing in Genshin? Because I was so confused. I did not.
Bro,
understand
you need a whole book. Don't even. It's too hard. There's too much.
No,
I
there's
feel like
not.
they were kind of yapping at that part.
The whale is just... Bro, the whale is literally the pet of Skirk's master, and Skirk is Child's master. So it's just...
So where did
Was
Skirt come
anyone
from?
here when I started playing the game? I came from a hole with a
we
ladder.
don't know Skirk.
I
That's the
feel
whole
like
point.
this is the
That
same
was
hole
not
with
the
the
same
ladder, and I'm
ladder,
going
though.
back up.
No, because the ladder was like it didn't go down all the way. It was like barely.
This is definitely where I
protruding
came
from
from. That's the hole with the ladder. I see it. This game has some intricacies to it.
the sea. Can you climb it?
You know, I think the Steam reviewers were right. Some of them were calling this game an art piece. I actually understand what the game is trying to say. Irrational fears and the human psyche. I think is more than a walking simulator. I think unironically, this is what the game is supposed to like mean. It's an art
Is
piece
this
that's
your
meant
way
to
of
represent
coping
fear.
with spending $12?
It may just be.
Dude, you think I'm being cheesy, but I think that's unironically like the point of this game. It's supposed to be an art piece experience of irrational fears and being scared. It's more than
You
a
either play
walking
this
game,
or
bro.
eat like a burger.
But chat's too like young to understand. Chat's always like, oh, question mark, stop. Don't stop. They won't listen to the philosopher. There's a door I can't open. That's a little bit freaky. We're saying stop, but I'm just describing what I think the game is talking about. I'm not gonna go on a tangent. I'm just saying my feelings about what I think the devs intended the meaning of the game to be, more than a walking experience. It's meant to be like a, you know how when you look at a painting, there's like a story in it? I think the story of this game is about irrational fears. It's an art piece. I'm not gonna go back on the tangent because it's recycling, but I think I wouldn't be too far off from the developers' like vision of the game. Because people might think it's a walking simulator, but it's probably deeper than that if you look for it.
Dude, I'm looking at the comments on the Tectone drama history timeline, and all of them
Like
say
windows
the
next to
Jin
toilet where
Jinx
someone can
drama
peer to
is
see you
the
taking a
worst one.
deuce. Mm-hmm. You can say that again. Guys, I'm not kidding when I say that, by the way. I think it is unironically about what I'm saying. Because the things that I'm seeing are things that shouldn't make sense. Mannequins in the water. There's a random door in pools. Like staircases that just go up and up. These things, they shouldn't make sense. But they exist in my head and I see them as what they are. It's a commentary on... Schizo? You could call it that. Bro, like, you look at this, tell me this is normal. I see a face.
This is literally what a ship looks like without the faces.
This game doesn't have jump scares, though. Bro, if this is liminal space, now I'm scared. I wasn't scared throughout the whole game, but this place freaks me out, bro. Bro, what the fuck? This makes me uncomfortable. I don't like random white heads with their mouth open. I feel like they're gonna eat me. Was the hand big hand?
This is big. I would have been waiting.
That is definitely.
Keep dreaming.
You might need some aim labs chocolate.
I actually don't think I could play this game offline, bro. If I wasn't streaming this game, I don't think I could play this game offline. I think I would just shit myself here.
Is that? Oh, I thought that was something else.
What does that sound? What does that sound? Bro, what the fuck was that place? Hello? Is anybody there? I see light. Thank God. I don't want to be in that place anymore. That place was freaking me out. How many chapters? I don't know. Like I said, this game is an experience.
What chapter are you on right now? 4?
I'm not on
we're
6.
Gonna be here for 10 years, man. The whole game is just walking. Yeah.
So you can't jump in there. Got it. This whole game is just walking. You could interpret it. You can interpret the game as walking. I interpret it as an art piece of irrational fears. Some might see it as a walking simulator. I see it as a deep dive into the human psyche. Why do liminal spaces make us uncomfortable? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Is this some kind of party going on here, or I just jumped down? Oh, that was chapter 4. Wait, so I'm on chapter 5 now? And there's 6 total? I feel like as the chapters go on, the game gets scarier. Like that room at the end of chapter 4, that was scary. Well, it wasn't scary, but it made me uncomfortable. Why is there just
That's a lot of copium.
Why is there just bricks? Who put bricks in the? Maybe they're not mannequins. Maybe they're human ones, and the water makes them that way. No, I think everything that I'm seeing is in my head. I don't think this game is actually real. I think I'm hallucinating. If I were to deduce like a lore from this game, we might be a patient with some disorder and we're hallucinating very badly. I don't think this place is real. I don't think there are real people or mannequins. I think it's just hallucinations. Because liminal spaces, the reason why liminal spaces are so scary is because of the imagination of what could be there, but is not actually there. Like, obviously, if you walk into a pool, you're not gonna see 10 Moai statues with their mouth open and a big ass hand. It's the imagination of my character thinking that it's actually there. You know? That's what makes it so scary. My character is currently experiencing delusions in a liminal space. Like, I just went from a pool to like a brick factory. Like, what is this? That's not normal. You know?
LeBron must have built this.
Can I ride the slides? Ew. That was a little bit cool, no? That was a little bit cool. What is this? Is this like a vent? This is a liminal space. This is something you look at and you're like, I don't want to be here. I always dream of something like this. You dream of liminal spaces? I swear to God, most of my dreams, they're just like lobotomy dreams that make no sense. Rarely do my dreams ever have like lore or story in them.
But you said you know how to lucid.
Yeah, but like, that's not like a common thing.
No, but if you know how to, then it would be common.
Most of the dreams I remember always running from something. I don't remember my dreams, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I generally don't remember.
What? Guys, you need to write down your dreams. I'm not trolling. If they're juiced, if you have juice lore in your dream, you need to write it down.
Yeah. Some people keep dream journals where they write down their dreams.
I think I have like 300 dreams written down.
I don't like really care, so I don't like keep track of them. But people do that, yeah.
Care.
Okay.
You want to hear my dream? You want to hear my dream? Dream thought?
No.
I have. Really?
What is it? It better be interesting.
So I have to listen to your 2-hour neurological biotoxin human.
Yep, because I'm the streamer.
Terror, and you know it's my dream.
I also have a story I have to tell after yours too.
Yeah, I'm saying anyway.
I've died in dreams a few times before. Do you guys know when people refer to dying in dreams, they always refer as like you wake up. But in my case, I've died in dreams and I've never woken up. I just keep dreaming. But I like, you know, like when a lot of people, they're like, oh, like I die in my dream, I wake up. I never wake up when I die in my dreams, actually. Never.
Wait, do you get third person POV or do you turn into another person?
What do you do after you die?
I
don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's a third person POV.
I have never woken up dying in a dream.
Okay,
But I can guarantee you I have died in dreams a lot. Not a lot, but sometimes. I've never woken up.
Yeah, but what happens after?
I don't remember.
Bruh. This is why you need to write them down.
Dude, has no one ever... No one has the same experience? No one has ever died in a dream but like kept on sleeping?
Your thing, but you don't remember, so I think you're not onto it.
Wait, so every time you guys die in your dream, you wake up in like a jump?
I woke up crying.
I've never experienced
I
that.
don't think you can fall to your death in a dream.
Like, for example, if I fell off a building and I was falling to my death, I wouldn't wake up when I hit the ground.
No,
I keep sleeping.
I think falling to death is the only one in the dream you can't go into a third-person POV or go into another perspective.
I've never woken up from a dream.
That's just not true.
I swear, on my life, I've never woken up from a
You
dream.
don't write down your dreams, so there's no way you would remember if you woke up from your dying dream. It's impossible. So you don't remember.
No, but I never wake up in the middle of the night. Like, I've historically been a person, when I go to sleep, I stay dead until I wake up. Well, like, all my life, because you know how, like, some people, they wake up in the middle of the night to go pee? I've never had that.
You always pee the red.
Some people wake up in the middle of the night from, like, nightmares, and they gotta go pee. I've never happened to me.
You cannot.
When I go to sleep, I just, like, I'm just dead until I wake up.
What happens if you see a toilet in a dream? Any sort of toiletry in a dream?
I don't know. I wouldn't wake up.
This is on all humans. If you see any type of toiletry in a dream, you will pee.
Dude, if I wake up from a dream, I would know. But
it means you have to pee, and your body will wake you up, or you will pee the bed. One of the two.
I've never had a dream.
Bed, which means
yeah, I might even go that far to say I don't even dream a lot.
I'm not gonna lie. I did a little bit of thinking, and then I woke up.
Yeah,
I've never pissed my pants in bed.
A pool. Okay,
You dream every day? Yeah,
dream
I just don't remember.
See, if you write down your dreams, you might have the dream maps. You know that? You have dream maps and dream characters.
Yeah, but I don't really care about that, so...
Why not?
Because I have, like, other priorities that I take higher than dream maps and shit.
Yeah, but the stuff you see in your dreams could help you IRL.
Oh, yeah.
Or you could be awake while you are dream sleeping.
If you don't remember them, is there any point of seeing dreams? I don't know, man. I don't remember most of mine. And I don't care to remember.
You probably had a crazy dream that told you about something, and it would have helped you in your timeline, and you didn't write the dream, and you forgot it.
Dreams are not that important.
Yes, they can be.
Bro, Give sponsored by Pinecone, bro. I don't know what this guy is on about. He's the dream seller.
Like that.
Sleep paralysis is the best? I've never had sleep paralysis in my life, but I hope that I never experience that. Waking up, but you can't control your body that sounds fucking terrifying. And I hope that I never experience that.
Your body, it's that the rest of your body is asleep and only your...
well, you know what I mean. You know.
Yeah, but you can beat sleep paralysis too.
Yeah, but they say that
is unknown.
They say that at least most people, from what I read, will experience that sometime in their life. Yeah, and not me. I'm not planning on getting that anytime soon.
When you're really
but they say that most people will eventually get one. I don't want to find out. So
sleep paralysis by writing down your dreams because you will have a pattern. I don't get sleep paralysis anymore because I know the patterns. Just like I know
Or maybe you
if
just
I
don't
can,
get it anymore.
I know if I can start controlling the scenery in my dream.
It's a
by certain
genetic issue,
patterns.
right? Like if your mom has sleep paralysis, your chances of getting sleep paralysis high, right?
I do not think
I
sleep
don't
paralysis
think
is
that's
genetic.
true.
That is not how it works. That's like saying if you share dreams with your parents.
Well, but I don't get sleep paralysis.
Does your mom?
Well, how the fuck do you get it? There's no way it's
Okay, I'm not
RNG, bro.
showing- Okay, well, based on the previous way you have given me thoughts before, you've probably had sleep paralysis and you
No,
don't
you
remember
would
it.
know. Okay, no, shut you up. You would know, bro. I would know when I wake up.
No.
I would know
No,
when
no.
I'm having sleep
Bro,
paralysis.
you say you don't.
I see
rate-
hands.
Also, you don't see some things that are very obvious. I'm telling you, you probably had it before and don't remember it. Like it was so.
I
it was
am
either
not
so
that
traumatic
like
that
I'm
you
not that
forgot.
old, bro. I am not that old to forget.
No,
Like,
it doesn't have to be old.
dude,
your
is it
brain
that
can make
hard
you
to?
forget
Is it that
traumatic
hard to
experiences.
believe that someone has never gotten sleep paralysis?
Your
I feel
brain
like
can
that's
make
not
you
like that's
forget
not like
traumatic experiences.
dude, that's not like a crazy thing. Oh, you never had sleep paralysis? I'm pretty
I
sure you. No,
haven't had it
I've never
either.
had it, dude. I've never had it, man. I
You
don't
know what?
want to
I'll
have
get
it. I
my
don't
mom
want to. No,
massage.
get that shit away from me. I'm good. Not anytime soon, man. Oh,
I'm not saying that you haven't had it. I'm saying that you could have had it and you forgot.
there's no way. That's just
That is
that's
such an
a
experience that you could just
that
not forget that you had.
that is just like skill issue to the max. If you had it and you don't remember it, you would though, because that's so like traumatic. I feel like you wake up and your body is asleep, but you're awake. I'm telling you, bro. If that happened to me, I'll be like, I'll be keeping track of like the next time it happens, so I never get to experience it. Wait, but usually when people talk about sleep paralysis, it's always like scary stuff. Is it possible to have a good sleep
Listen,
paralysis?
listen.
Like instead of seeing like a
It's what
demon
your
or a
mind's
person
thinking
on
about,
your
but
body?
let's not get back into the fear stuff, okay?
Well, I'm not, but like, can you have like instead of
It's
like a
whatever you're
person
thinking of
squeezing on
at the
you,
time.
or like a
I
demon
think
or
sleep
something?
paralysis demon is.
I was thinking about that. I think if you think about maybe that would happen with the sleep paralysis.
Like, can you get like a good sleep paralysis where you're locked in, but there's no ghosts or demons or a person?
Sleep
It's like
paralysis demon. Sleep paralysis demon.
I think someone has to test it out.
it's
I
just being
think,
paralyzed. Oh, so it's not related. Because when you hear about sleep paralysis, you always hear stories about like, oh, something was like weighing down on me, or I felt like something was watching me. When you hear stories about sleep paralysis, you hear like, you know, it freaks me out because I've never had it. So I was like,
it's
oh,
because it's in your brain and like you're hallucinating.
oh, so it can just be like a
whatever
normal.
you're thinking of. Yeah, whatever you're thinking of shows up. So if you're not thinking of anything crazy, nothing will, like happen.
No, I think they are misremembering. I think it's also like how there's myths of stuff that is literally just before humans had glasses, and there's some dude that is like, bro, I saw some grand wizard like goat monster, and they just didn't have glasses, and it was a tree.
Yeah, that could be a
the
thing.
case, actually.
Yeah, sure, whatever, Gim. Whatever you say, Gim. So don't think of a
Basically,
large
about a
fat man
dragon
sitting on your
tapeworm.
chest.
I'm thinking
Kind of
about
a
truce, honestly.
straightforward way to look at things, but sure, just don't think about it. Forehead.
Someone needs to get sleep paralysis and then try thinking about like certain things to like test it out, you know?
I have a sleep paralysis. To me, is just your body isn't on.
Wait, so if you have
It's
sleep
like
paralysis,
Your head was powered on, just not your body. That's it.
wait, if you have
That's
sleep
what I'm thinking,
paralysis,
Far. What if we just think about Hot Woman? Like what happened?
are you unable to go back to sleep? So if you can't like move your body because it's asleep, can you close your eyes and go to sleep and wake up so that your body will
I've
come
heard
back?
that
Wake up?
people's eyes are closed, but they still see stuff
Yeah, that's
when
what it
you
is.
have sleep paralysis. Yeah.
You need to think you're awake and you're in your bed, but you're actually still sleeping. Oh, so it's like your body just clams up.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
That's
your
even
head
worse.
is on, but your body is off. That's literally
Dude,
what
that
it is.
sounds scary as shit.
I've heard you need to wiggle your toes and then like slowly move up.
You're
Like up.
it's literally like your conscience is in a dead body.
Yeah.
Ryan wakes up where your lips.
Who's Brian?
Ryan and Nelson.
So how do you prevent it? Any ideas?
Just sleep.
I think
I've heard,
a lot of sleep paralysis comes from sleeping on your back.
no, it comes from not getting enough sleep and being sleep deprived.
Yeah, but why can't it be both then?
You know, actually, about back sleeping, I feel like it's very hard to change your sleeping position because I've always been a side sleeper. And when I sleep on my side, it's so easy for me to fall asleep, but I want to sleep on my back more. Just like, because I feel like I
Wow.
like sleep on my back, but I try to like force myself to sleep on my back. I
Try
can't do
going
it.
to
It's
sleep
so much
like a
work.
mummy.
I feel like
Well, like hands across
I
your
feel like
chest.
everyone just has like a predisposition to
yourself
like
up
that
in the
one
blankets and
sleeping
Dracula.
pose. Back, stomach,
Yeah,
side.
Dracula.
It's so hard to change it. Like, I sleep on my side all the time, but I want to, you know, sleep more on my back, and I can't do it. It's too hard.
I don't think there's a point to sleeping on your back though.
No, but I want to be
Or think there's
flexible.
Sleep position min-maxing.
Like, I want to be
If you,
flexible.
like, I've heard like if you throw up
Aka,
while you're
you
sleeping
need
on
to
your
get
back,
into
then you die.
dream and min-maxing.
No, I'm not
So
doing
maybe
that.
that's like if you're like, you know, you're like if you're a
Too
drug
much
addict.
sleep
I don't know
depravity.
if you are, but like,
Yeah, I could see that. Dude, but I feel like I'm
That could
lost
be
in this
cool.
map.
Dude, I need to know another dream and min-maxer, and we need to share our thoughts with each other.
there is no PhD in dreaming.
Wait, how do I continue with this map?
Yeah, that's
There's-
bad.
Well, because there's no like
No,
there's
bro.
no knowledge to
Bro,
be gained.
there is someone else out there that has dream maps like I do. And I need to meet them.
Small room?
You sound like you smoke weed. The Zaza.
Okay, I need to find the second coming of Zaza. Problem?
Small room, you say? Oh, can I walk on?
Let's try it all.
Can I walk on
Let's
walls?
just not eat.
This is like Monument Valley.
Yellow? On the
You
bottom?
can walk on. It's Pinecone.
I've been here before. This is the place where you.
This is like the Squid Games. That one room.
Did I really miss the way that hard that I looped for 10 minutes? No, I've been here before. I
This
got
is
into
where
this
you
room
are.
and then I walked out because there was nothing here. Oh. Oh, you can walk on walls? Oh.
Can't you keep walking along the wall?
Fuck, I didn't know. I totally forgot that this is a game mechanic. Oh, so you can walk on walls. I forgot about that. Shit, because I went into that room. I was like, there's
What is
nothing
it
here.
supposed to be?
Okay.
This game is a walking simulator. That's all.
You could call it that. I call it a meta commentary on psychology. That's how I like to put it.
Listen,
An
son,
art
Bart.
piece.
You are so lucky you are not here for the last 2 hours.
Yeah, it's me breathing. Am I streaming tomorrow? I don't know. I don't know equals no, probably, most of the time. I mean, that's basically all it means, right? Okay. I think the past 2 hours might have lobotomized my brain. You call it a lobotomy, I call it an enlightening. We're not the same.
Why am I throwing up in my sleep? Well, I mean, I'm not, but like,
It is a SpongeBob level, dude.
Just for just be safe, you know. Don't sleep on your back. Sleep on your side.
But side sleeping is unironically the goat, though. You know when you sleep on your
I
side,
think it is.
and
Yeah.
and then you put the pillow behind, like between your knees, and
Oh
you
my
you have
God.
that fetal position, and then you're hugging something. Perfect,
Okay,
perfect.
but have
It's
you slept?
actually-
Have you slept with a mound?
Have I slept
Oh,
with a what?
mound?
Yeah, the mound.
Have I slept with a
A
mound?
mound?
What the fuck is a
Bro,
mound?
under your
A
leg.
mound of what?
Bro, you sleep and you have a mound under your legs.
What is a
you're
mound? I just
sleeping-
put a
A
pillow
mound?
between my legs.
Are you
No, a
sleeping in a
mound.
slanted, like a 60-degree angle?
Yeah. You're sleeping elevated.
Like your whole body or just your
Okay,
legs?
bro, you
No, just
freaky
your
as hell,
legs.
bro. Dream maps, sleeping on mounds, bro. I don't know what the deal with you is, bro.
Mound.
This guy may use the Zaza. I'm saying.
I'm telling you, see, this is what I'm saying. See, do we have no dream min-maxers?
Yeah, bro, this guy is calling people dream maxers, sleeping on mounds, elevated and shit. Like, what is this guy on?
Dream maxer.
What is this guy on? You might be crazier than I am, bro. And I went on a fucking
I think
2-hour
it's
schizo
because
rant.
You're sleeping in a downward angle, and all the blood is rushing to your brain and giving you crazy.
No. You're not knowing what a mound is.
A
That was
mound
trippy.
is like a mini hill.
Exactly. So you have a mini hill under your legs
Yeah, and then you're
for
slanted.
a light elevation increase. So pretty much, your pelvis, torso area is bed level, your head is pillow level, and your legs are mound level.
Does anyone sleep on their stomach? Because I
that's
know
what-
that's like a subcategory of people.
I think you're trying to die asleep for yourself.
Well, dude, I want to ask, how do you breathe? Because if you lay on your bed on your stomach,
If you
you
have,
you have to
if you
like
have a long
lay
enough
your
nose,
face on the. How do you breathe?
The Torah knows I'm
You're
talking
sleeping
If
like
you have
this,
a long
right?
enough
Like your
nose,
cheek is on the
put
pillow,
the
and you're
pillow
like breathing
down.
through the side, right? Because obviously you're not putting your
if you
face in
push
the pillow.
down
Right.
with the nose. Then
No, but like,
there's a little
I feel
crevice.
like if your face is on the side,
can
does it
breathe
not
it.
feel like you're crushing
Okay,
your
but
your
at that
lungs when you
point, we'll
breathe?
Sleep on your side.
It sounds uncomfortable, but there are like people who sleep on their stomach. I'm trying to like see it. I'm like, dude, it sounds very like scary. Like your
Sleeping
face is
head
on the
down is
side.
literally, like,
You're
the
kind,
death
your whole
position.
like you're on your stomach. Your lungs are like getting pressed. To me, it sounds claustrophobic when I think about it. You know, you're literally pressing your lung into the bed, and your face is in the pillow on the side. And you're like,
You
sounds
elevate with
scary
your
to me.
leg under your stomach.
That
How do
sounds
you-
like
what do
like
you
they're gonna be
do?
stabbed.
How do you?
no,
even
but I
do
don't
that?
think sleeping on your stomach is a bad thing, because that's like the three horsemen. It's side, back, and stomach. There's like a big chunk of people that sleep on their stomach.
The three horsemen. There's four.
What the fuck is number 4? Sitting up? What?
Your head. I don't know.
Bro,
Handstand.
Oh, they're saying
Oh, sitting.
sleeping on your stomach,
Sleeping
but with
sitting.
your head to the side. I think that gives you a % chance of waking up with a neck problem.
But this is probably like
Like
a way to
people that
optimize
sleep,
stomach
like,
sleeping,
in,
so you
like-
won't have that though.
Like chairs. You
I
could
mean-
sleep in a chair.
I think when it comes to sleeping on your stomach, you prefer to have a very low pillow or no pillow. And if you sleep on your
I think
side, you
that's
want a higher
low
pillow.
efficiency sleeping.
And then if you want to sleep on your back, it's like a medium pillow height. Your pillow actually
No, I
matters a
have-
lot
I
for
have-
sleeping positions.
I have a large squishmallow. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. It is the best pillow out of there.
Pillow
Like a
maxing?
stuffed animal. And it's
No,
actually-
but your pillow is unironically like kind of important for good sleep. If your pillow is too high or too low,
There aren't squished
it's
mellows
like
that.
it kind of fucks up like your whole sleep quality. Unironically. Like if you guys don't give a shit about your pillow, maybe look into like a proper bed hygiene and proper bed like etiquette. It could fix your life, bro. I'm telling you. A simple pillow change so that it's shorter or higher could change your life depending on your sleeping position. It changed mine. Well, it made it a little bit better. Because for the longest time, I was a side sleeper, but my pillow was too low, and I have days when I wake up and my neck would be cramped, and I swapped to a higher pillow to sleep on my side, and I haven't had a neck cramp since. Could make a big difference, you know? Something.
Have you ever done cocoon sleeping?
It's the same. No, I haven't. It's the same thing with mattresses. You know, if you have back pain and your mattress is very soft, maybe try to switch to like a harder mattress, you know? Something as simple as a mattress switch or a pillow switch could mean a lot.
And you need to try cocoon sleeping.
Are you like
what is that? Are you like a fucking spider, bro?
I'm bending over. I don't even know how to.
Cocoon sleeping?
Like a hot pocket?
Are your hands on your toes?
No.
Are you folded?
Dude, you're wrapped up in the blanket like a cocoon?
I actually, if I had to like lean on like mattress, like softness, I think I lean more on harder than softer. Genuinely. Like I know like people don't like hard mattresses because it's like you're sleeping on a rock, but damn, bruh. I've slept on some hard ass mattress. It feels like you're getting like a free posture check. Unironically. It's like a free back alignment check. Like yeah, it's kind of shit, but I feel like you could get used to it. I mean, I did. I used to love soft beds where it's like a marshmallow, but then I was like, kind of overrated after a while. Switched to like a little harder. I'm like, damn, it's kind of, you know, it's like a back check. But not too hard though, because at like if it's too hard, you actually don't want to sleep on a rock, right? You know.
Okay, but is any
people used to sleep on like hay.
Testing, like the Flintstones.
Yeah.
We're not the Flintstones.
Hay beds. What about those? I feel like that would be even worse than a rock.
Yeah, because you'd wake up with bugs. You wouldn't be sleeping by yourself.
Well, some people already wake up with bugs, you know. Have little friends.
This game is the most cinematic experience of my life. I love it. I'm talking about bed thickness and sleeping size and evolution in a game about fucking pools. This is the game of 2024.
You're just not immersed, man.
No, you need to get on the dream map technology.
I am not getting on that dream shit. You're not selling me, and not anytime soon.
Dude, you're acting like this is a mechanic in like Ratchet and Clank or something, man. There's no such thing as a dream map.
No, there is 100% a dream map.
Still waiting on Visage? Dude, I could play this game because there's no jump scares. Visage has jump scares. And like scary noises. I could deal with this game.
There is no difference between you playing this game and then just sitting here in front of chat and just talking.
Yeah, but at least with this, you have something to watch in the background.
Better. Look, you cannot see these black and white lines in a black screen.
Dude, I'd rather talk to a walking simulator than talk to nothing. At least you have something in the background. It's like, you know,
but what if you were like playing like Cookie Clicker or something else?
Yeah, Cookie Clicker could work as like a, you know. But this game works too.
A chill game. That's kind of tripping me out right now.
Where am I going right now? I'm in some kind of...
You're going into the empty mall with no people.
Why are there like chairs stuck on pillars? That's not normal. Why is there an elevator taking me?
Look down, nails, look down.
Oh! I see a face!
Nails.
Okay, that's scary. If I played this game by myself at nighttime, I saw that, I'd shit myself. That is scary. It's looking at me! Wait, you see the eyes? The eyes are looking at me! The black circle! Not anymore. Wait, I see the eyes looking at me. Wait, are there really no eyes?
This guy is bugging.
I swear it was looking at me.
Seeing things that aren't there.
That guy was looking at me, man.
He's talking crocodile.
Is that like a lighthouse? What the fuck is...
never seen him in my dreams.
But guys, I'm telling you, this game unironically has lore. I'm willing to bet that I suffer from some kind of illness, and I'm seeing delusions.
description of the game
I
says
think
there's just-
this
there's
game is
just walking.
unironically more than a walking simulator. I think this game actually has lore. I'm like a patient somewhere in some institution. Why
That's
was there a
like saying
lighthouse?
A pencil is not made out of lead. It's made out of a hidden recipe.
Dude,
that
why
you
would a
took
walking
off.
sim-
Pencil isn't made out of lead.
Why would a walking sim put a lighthouse there? There must be some lore implications. I can't even go back.
What do you mean a pencil is not made out of lead?
That lighthouse is probably like
Wood.
some kind of...
Bro, the inside of the pencil.
It's not a lighthouse?
So that's like saying a drawer is made out of clothes because there's clothes on the inside.
That's not the same.
That's... I don't think
Because
houses
definitely
are
is
like
the same thing.
nested on top of trees. Bro.
That's like saying a
Isn't that a
wall
lighthouse?
is made.
There was a pillar. Treehouse? No, but a lighthouse is a treehouse. It's just like a fancier version.
That's definitely not what a lighthouse is.
That is not true.
They have lighthouses that are in the middle of bodies of water.
No, they
Yeah.
don't.
Yes,
Wait,
they
that's
do.
not a
'cause they
lighthouse.
light up.
Lighthouses.
Wait.
Lighthouses are on islands
I don't know what I'm talking about, bro.
or just mainland.
So if
The whole
I
point of a
raise,
lighthouse is supposed to signal where you're supposed to go.
so if I
Whoa!
oil rig,
What?
there's no lighthouse.
Shit!
It's not in GTA.
Oh my- Oh my god.
Oh, you missed
Wait,
it.
this is
Oh,
kind
never
of
mind.
crazy. Okay, this is literally
Bro,
Squid
I
Game.
knew this game had lore.
This is actually Squid Games.
I knew this game had lore. I'm in some kind of institution or something, and I'm trying to leave or so. I don't know, like, maybe I'm like a very bad patient, or I don't know, like, there's some lore implications here. This is my house or something.
What do you mean, do I have a voice change? I've always sounded like.
I can't go in. This went from pools to like schizophrenic hospital patient real quick. This is such an American looking house.
What does that even mean?
Bro, tell me that's not the most American looking house you ever seen in your life. My houses don't look like that. That's like an NA house.
As opposed to what, a British house? I don't
Yeah, British house is like... Well, I don't know what a British house looks like, but... Bro, you tell me that's not an NA house?
What do you mean?
Bro, I don't know. American houses just look like that. Like your very stereotypical American house. When I think of it, I think of like that. British houses, when I think of a British house, I think of like bricks. I don't
I
know.
think of a cave.
Yeah, it's the white fence. Yeah, the white fence definitely makes it. It's adding to it, you know. It's adding to it. It's the fucking fence, dude.
No house.
Okay, that's not normal. That's not normal. Okay.
That was not normally.
A good place
But there's still one more?
honestly. Wait, how long is a chapter? If it's like 10 minutes, I could Sisyphus it.
That was like 30, I think.
I'm at the end. I might as well commit, right? Yeah. Honestly,
Oh, brother.
there's no point like I'm gonna leave the last 30 minutes of the game next stream.
God, watchers skip ahead 2 hours.
Bro, people were people were question marking me when I said that this game is deeper than it is. This game actually has lore. People are like, it's just a walking simulator. This actually has lore. There's actually lore implications in this game. Tell me the lore. Well, I don't know. They're telling me it right now. It's more than pools. There's actually like a story. I'm not even in a pool anymore. Oh. That's kind of cool.
He be guzzling.
Maybe the masked people, maybe they're my hospital friends, or maybe we're being experimented on. These are like my friends, and some institution or someone took us away and like experimented on us. That could be a lore like cookie, lore crumb.
Yeah, smooth Hawkeye story.
Should make a lore theory video. I feel like if you're not playing a game and you're not asking why play? If you're not gonna be immersed, why bother? I'm kind of curious now, you know? At first, the game was about walking around pools, but now I'm in a house. I'm seeing masked people. I saw a lookout tower at the escalator scene. I saw a bunch of houses. An earthquake. What's going on? Maybe the house scene was like my friends and they took us out of our house and they kidnapped us. The institution did it. Oh, I don't wanna sit in the chair. I don't wanna sit. Wait, the game's forcing me to sit in a chair. Okay. That's kind of freaking me out. Why am I forced to sit in a chair? Am I panicking? What the fuck? What kind of place is this? Oh. I don't know what that's all about. It's weird. I'm gonna keep on going. Okay, now we're back to pools. So this pool place actually has an outside, and this is the outside. I wonder what that could mean. The place that I've been walking in through chapter 1 and 4, there's actually an outside. It's like a big it's like a Stanley Parable. How the whole experience is just like inside a building. What is this? I don't like this. Oh! Am I dead? Okay. I guess you, But why is the pool so deep? Who could benefit from such a deep-ass pool? Okay. Is this some kind of, like, nuclear plant? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Nuclear reactors, yeah. The only reason why you would need a pool that deep is, like, some nuclear, like, radiation shit. They store it in pools all the way at the bottom. Am I in some kind of radiation plant right now?
You know, diver training, they have like pools that go down like 100 feet and then they make you like dive in it, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But what is the relation of diver training and me? I'm trying to like link it together. There's like a big pool for diver training.
If you're a victim of Delta P, and then you're in the hospital and you're dreaming about pools.
You know what? I think you're smarter than I thought you were.
Thank you. I get that a lot.
That makes a lot of sense. Maybe that pool was for diver training and I'm actually a diver and I had a bad incident and now I'm like hallucinating about pools. I like that theory. It makes sense. Deep ass pool, diving pools. Bad accident. I could buy that. I'm a diver. I'm a diver who had a very traumatic experience, and now I have hallucinations about pools. The game is very loud. I can't hear myself. Is this the sauna? Wow, this is very loud.
Like it has a body of liquid. Think about it. It's just in the air.
I would still call it a pool. Like, why is there just a room with a slide? I have to be hallucinating for sure. What happened to me? I'm curious. What is the lore behind pools? Can someone make a video about the lore? There's like an institution. Maybe we're divers. We got experimented on. I don't get it. It's so deep, like a pool. See, 2 chairs and a table. What does that mean? I don't understand. I don't understand. Who's the other person? My wife? I don't understand.
That's the same house in Blue's Clues.
What if you were the guy from Blue's Clues? I heard he was an actual diver. If you didn't know.
The Blue Clues guy is an actual diver?
That could be it. That could actually be the lore.
This is the Blue Clues origin. Okay, I'll buy
Diver
it.
2. Oh, where?
But
Wait,
there's a
for
door.
real? No, I just lied.
Me when I spread misinformation? There should be a consequence if you spread misinformation. Like maybe, I don't know, like maybe you get like... If you were caught spreading misinformation, maybe... you get doxxed? Whoa! Kosick! I didn't know you were that authoritarian. What the fuck? Bro? Hey, I didn't know you were. I didn't know you were cool like that.
Not only would Pine
said we
be
kill
smited,
him.
but you would be ultimately smited.
I'd be in the gulag.
Hey, I gotta follow my own rules, right? I broke the rules. Follow that shit too. Kill me. I mean, to be fair, they probably already do that IRL. There's probably like a city somewhere in the world where if you spread misinformation, they like chop your head off or something like that.
I think it's the opposite, bro. It's like if you say the truth, it happens.
Oh yeah, or maybe that too. Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, it's this. It's the same place as the houses, but they're all underwater.
Was there Winnie the Pooh in Australia?
I think so. I've watched Winnie the Pooh. It's the most boring ass thing in the world. I don't know why people like unironically watch it.
Did you watch it recently, or when you were like 5?
When I was a kid, yeah.
What about Tigger, the tiger?
I think the only character I like in Winnie the Pooh is Eeyore, the depressed donkey. The guy's a
You
vibe.
resonated with him?
Well, he's not like meant to be a character for the kids. He's meant to be a character for like the adults, right? Once you grow up, you're like, damn, I'm an Eeyore. Fuck Winnie the Pooh.
What about SpongeBob?
SpongeBob's he?
Squidward.
You like to laugh at his misery? Yeah.
Misery.
I watched every SpongeBob episode from season 1 to 4, I think. I've seen every SpongeBob episode.
Look out for yourself. Sorry. The kangaroo mom? No, who said that?
There's a kangaroo mom in Winnie the Pooh.
What is the kangaroo?
I didn't even know there's a kangaroo.
What's
Is
going
there a
on?
kangaroo, or am I? I think I'm like.
Yo,
Bernstein
Ian Finner,
Bears
did you
are-
know Zenma Zone Zero would be right up your alley? that game was right up your alley for you.
Bed and pillow maxing with no sleep schedule? It should be fine.
Let me see. Kangaroo mom.
I don't think that's a real character.
I don't think it is. Winnie the Pooh is the first thing that shows up. Kanga.
I want to finish the game because I'm so close.
Okay, there's no way you said that when this is legit just a kangaroo.
Where am I going? Am I in? Am I inside? Where am I? Bro, I'm inside like the pipes of the building. Is this where they? Is this like the power?
Kanga is the mom, Guru is the kid. Wow.
Wait, it's actually getting scarier. The rooms, it's getting tighter,
What about
smaller,
Ruby
and
and Max?
more like claustrophobic.
Max and Ruby.
That's a bed.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Wait, that's a bed.
This looks like nails.
I unironically think putting a pillow between your knees when you sleep is so underrated, and more people should get on it. That's
I know, I
unironically
used to
sleep
have body
You
maxing.
need to
pillow.
get on the you need to get on the mound strategy. I'm not telling you.
There's no mound is like that's just
What is
not
it
real.
for?
A body pillow.
Kosik, try it. You will never go back. You will never go
Get
back.
a body
I used
pillow
to sleep
and
with
then
one
sleep
pillow only,
like
but
again.
now I have a pillow where I rest my head and a pillow that I put between my knees. You'll never go back. It's so comfortable. It is so
It is.
if you're a side sleeper,
If
Pillow
you
between
add
the legs is
pound
just
onto
dope.
that, why do you think the
this.
Triforce is a Triforce?
What are
you
you
sleep?
talking about, man?
so
The Triforce is
So
a
comfy.
Triforce because it has 3 sides. You have
So
two
comfy.
of the triangles, which is the head pillow and the knee pillow. The third pillow you need
Like
is
a
the
thin
mound
pillow? Yeah.
There is no such thing as
No,
a
no,
mound
not like this.
pillow.
There's a mound pillow for under your feet.
You can't have a mound pillow and not be slanted. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, draw the mound. Draw the mound. Draw the mound.
If anybody is a doubter,
This is
of
you,
the
right?
pillow between
This
the
is you as a
knees,
side sleeper. Now
Yeah,
get a
then
pillow
you
and
would
put
be
it between your knees. I
Put it between
promise
your
you,
knees,
it will
never
change
go
your
back.
life. This is
You
what
will
I
never
do.
go back.
I used to sleep with this only, but then I started incorporating the extra pillow between the knee technique. Life changer. You'll never go back, bro. If you're a side sleeper, back sleeper, it's the same thing. If you're like this, on your back,
How do you sleep with a pillow between your legs while you're on your back?
you put it under your thighs. Like this, if you're a back
Under
sleeper.
your thighs.
It's the same thing if you were on your side, but you rest it under your thighs.
No, that's the mound strategy.
If you're back,
You're feeling give.
telling
you're
you, the
feeling
pillow
give. You
is
can't be doing
OP.
this.
Bro, you are literally
Or like-
saying I'm telling you the mound strat.
Or like, actually no, you put it at the place where you're what's the area that's opposite under your knee, in that crevice when you're back
Above your
sleeping.
knee?
You literally
I don't
put it where your
understand.
knee is if you're sleeping on your back, but under it.
What?
That's not the same thing though, because it's not in between your legs.
Yeah, but you can't put a pillow between your legs if you're sleeping on your back.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can. Why not?
Well, I
That's-
mean, you could, but it would look kind of
That's
weird.
not a thing. You rest
Exactly.
your
These
legs
are
on it.
These are two countering strategies. If you're a back sleeper,
It's your
you
thighs. I
lose
was
the
right at the
ability-
beginning.
You lose the ability to have the in between the legs strap.
No. Listen. Side sleeper, pillow between the knees is the way to go.
With the mound. With the mound.
No mound.
Yes, with mound.
There is no ant. Okay, we do not need a mound.
Hey Kosik, if I get you hooked on that shit, like it was like crack cocaine, and you're like, and I change your life, Hey, at least give me a couple dollars, you know? Send me a couple donations if I change your life.
I was also on the side, helping out.
I put you on the extra pillow support, sleep maxing arc. I put you on it. I put you on it. The sleep maxing arc. Bro, Kosik, you don't have any pillow? It doesn't have to be, like, you don't have like a couch one? It can be anything. Like any, well, a pillow is the best. You don't have a spare pillow in your house? No?
They're living on the bare bones.
Not even like a small one? Not even like a one on the couch? Not even like...
I made this person too long.
You're at uni? I mean, I am too, but you know what? You could also like substitute a blanket in as the pillow
Yeah, that could work too.
if you have another one, or even a jacket if you have a
That's
good
what
jacket.
I use for the mound strategy.
Dude, Kosik, sleeping
You
with a
use your
pillow
blanket?
between your knees is not a home thing. It doesn't matter if you're in uni. I'm just surprised you don't have
Sometimes
an
I
extra
sleep
pillow.
without my blanket on. You know, it depends on how it
I
feels.
always bring an extra
I
pillow.
can't draw this. I can only visualize it. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't look good on paper.
If you can only visualize it, that means the mound is not real technology.
No, the mound is real. Bro, drawing a pillow between your legs on the paper looks weird too.
Why is there just like
If
a
you just draw
star
stick
in the
legs,
wall?
it should be fine.
I don't need a blanket to sleep. I'm the complete opposite. I'm the type of guy to sleep with a blanket on, even if it's like in the summer, bro. I need something covering me, even if it's like a light blanket. I don't know. I'm weird
I
like
can't
that.
get it off my bed.
I need something to cover me when I sleep.
sometimes wake up and see items across my room. One time, I guess I had no option in my brain. I woke up and my body pillow was in my trash can across the room. How did that even happen?
You just kicked it while you're sleeping.
How did I kick it across my room in perfect kicking position to go directly into my trash can? That doesn't even make sense.
Because when I slept when I was younger, I had no control of my sleep, and if you were sleeping with me, you're getting like.
I know no one's paying attention to the game, but something just peeped out of the corner.
Nails.
Wait. It's like a shadow. Wait. Wait, I thought this was someone peeping from the corner. Oh, it's just like some kind of shadow thing, bro. Oh my god, I thought it was like a person. Wait, you guys see that? When I move left to right? Look at the corner, look at the corner. Bro, I thought it was someone. Okay, I guess I'm skipping.
You know there's nothing in this game.
There is statue nails. Also, the chat room is requesting a DC turn up.
Denied.
The customer is always right.
What?
Now this is some lore right here. Give us your thoughts.
Okay. I can't really explain this.
Is that a goat? What is sheep?
That's a sheep, bro. Oh shit.
Listen. I'm delayed, okay?
There's a sheep on a couch in a room
Wait, it's
full
an
of water.
analogy for Lucifer.
True.
It's Satan.
Touch it.
What does a sheep symbolize when it's used in like a
Lucifer.
bad context? What does it mean? Because I don't know.
Lucifer.
Demons.
Like
Satan.
what does it mean? Like explain further.
lamb.
Elaborate.
Told of the lamb, the devil.
Yeah, like a sacrifice,
Supposed
right?
to be like
That's what I was
sacrifice.
thinking as well. Yeah, experiments, right? Sacrifice, like if there's a sheep.
No,
and
it is because the goat
Sacrifice?
is the actual demon. So that's why they have horns.
Well, but that's a sheep. Is a sheep like goat and maybe?
Is the sheep a goat?
Are
I
they
do
like
not believe
similar?
so.
That they get the same like representation?
No. Yes. Well, no. Nobody says a sacrificial.
You're not free
goat.
from the
They
herd
say
like
a
you thought.
sacrificial
Oh.
lamb. But the goat also symbolizes Satan. But the sacrificial lamb is a different thing. Nobody would
Because
sacrifice a goat.
that
You know?
sheep definitely has symbolism, but I just can't. I don't get it. You know.
I'm not
think
gonna
this
lie. They
game-
probably just saw it on the Unity store and they put it in the game.
Nah, there's symbolism. Like, what's going on? Bro? I think they're people. Wait, what? Flamingo. I got an achievement for that. Flamingo. And people think pools is just a walking simulator. Explain this cinematic storytelling through like very
Been
hard
playing this game
metaphors and
for
context
3
clues
hours.
and symbolism. Dude, this game, unironically, better storytelling than Genshin. Genshin, they just tell everything.
True.
This game shows you the story. That's what I like. They
Genshin
show
never-
you what's going on. This game literally has no words, but you kind of get an idea of what's going on. I think that's good storytelling. Genshin, no offense, good lore, storytelling sometimes falls flat, you know?
Everybody typed away.
It's telling a story through just visualization. Meanwhile, Genshin hits you with like 10 pages of like exposition. You're like, okay.
Okay, but reading Genshin's story is not that hard.
But the lore is good. Like, the
Is it
world
though?
and the story is good. The way they go about telling it, I think they could do a little. Oh.
They're playing chess. It's Tyler 1.
I feel like this map or room has a message that I'm supposed to like get, but I don't understand. It's like the sheep thing. I don't understand what it's supposed to represent.
Maybe
W-
there's hints of racism. You smell me?
No.
Like, why is there whites and why they're blacks and why are we fighting?
Whoa.
Well, I mean, how? What else
Okay.
would you call it, huh?
Bro, it's just a chessboard.
Bro, but it's symbolism. Bro, if you honestly think that sheep was put there as like a random asset, that's not, you know, it's on. If there's anything you know about a story, is that most of the time, Easter eggs that are found in stories are never put there randomly.
I think I get it now.
It's
They're
always
trying to end racism.
planned. No, but it's true though. Like most of like the funny things that are pointed out through like Easter eggs, or if you look closely, they're never put there randomly. The person who tells the story or like directs something, it's always there on purpose to send a message. Like if you look at Arlecchino's animated short, if you look at the building when it explodes, it has a spider web. You think they put that there on like random? No, it's purposely. They put that shit there on purpose. It's symbolism. I can respect that. But then I'm just yapping, right? I'm just yapping. I'm just saying a lot of nothing. Like that chess scene is supposed to mean something. I just don't know what it means. Okay.
That painting is from
Oh.
Minecraft.
This is the room with the ducky. I remember being there.
Wait, you're dead. And you're going through your memories of being here. At some point you died. I think that's the lore. These are your memories flashing before
Okay,
your
but
eyes.
I would agree, but this random boat sailing through the ocean makes no sense.
This
You
is
made
from-
that painting. You were a painter and a diver.
This is from
That could
Battlefield
be a
4.
thing. There's been stories of people who've been hospitalized and they pick up like painting because they have nothing else to do because they're like stuck to their bed. That could be it. There's been like tales of people who like start drawing when they're like mentally ill because they can't express themselves because they're chained to their bed.
Wait, look at the Minecraft painting.
It actually could be. But I don't think I'm that good at drawing. I think this is my actual drawing. And that is, I don't know how to explain what that is, but I think this is actually it. This cops and robbers thing is definitely my drawing. But
That's
I don't
your
know what it
kid.
means.
Your kid
Could
made that.
be.
That's who was in the other chair. It was 2 chairs because
It
your
was
wife
me and my
left
kid,
you,
right?
and then it was just you
Could
and
be
your
onto
kid.
something,
Yeah.
actually. That boat is a famous painting? Okay, and what does it mean, Ouya? Because I actually don't know.
It means Battlefield 4.
I'm telling you, they don't put in a random painting of a boat. It means something. What does this famous boat painting represent? Freedom? Just art? But Ouya, every painting has a story. What do you mean, just
I
art?
just told you it's from Battlefield 4.
The whole point of a painting is to convey a story and meaning through a drawing. It's not just art. I'm not even an artist, and I could tell that that's just, like, what is this?
That is the Skibbity meetup.
Not everything needs to have an explicit meaning. So you think they put random paintings just to fill the assets in this hole? Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
They started running out of
Every
ideas.
single
They had to
painting
do
in this
something.
hall is meticulously put to convey a message that maybe not everyone is supposed to understand, but you might get some of them. It's never random. It's never random, dude.
So you think it's not a Skibbity Riz Ohio meetup?
Symbolism in stories and movies are never
The
random
phantom
most of the
tax.
time.
Yeah.
They're always planned.
Jelk maxing.
Nothing.
Mewing.
Look, nothing. That's what all these paintings mean.
Yep. That's what this whole game is about. It's about nothing.
The duck. Does it all tie back to the duck? Scary.
You're a Dr. Ratio. I just thought about it.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking. Is something wrong with me?
Dr. Ratio?
I don't know why. I really
Yeah,
like to
rubber duck
question
in a pool.
the logistics of like everything
Maka
and like
hasn't done
look
Dr.
into.
Ratio quest, so he has no idea about Dr. Ratio. He
Oh.
says he's a character in the game.
Oh.
Bro, guys, I thought it was a face, but it's supposed to be a chair. But I think the chair is morphing into a very scary
Oh.
face. It's the chair. But I think the chair is supposed to look like a very disfigured face. It's the mannequin upside
Yeah.
down? Oh, I see it. Wait, it's the mannequin and his head is doing this, right? Oh, I thought it was a chair. Like the Virgil chair.
It does look like a chair.
Oh, it's the mannequin upside down and he's bending over, right? Right? Like his head is right here. It's like very stretched. He's looking down. He's bending over. Oh, and that's
I thought it was like a
me.
clown mask. Messed up. You're bending over.
Wait, but it also looks like a face. Wait, do you see it?
I see the face and the chair and
I
the
see.
mannequin.
Yeah,
upside
I
down.
see the chair, the mannequin, and the face.
Maybe you're in therapy. You know when they give you those like ink blots or
Oh,
whatever, and they
fuck,
tell you to see what you see.
This is giving me like the creeps, man. I don't like this. Ugh, I really don't like this.
Hi, Bayonetta. Are you a rocket scientist, PhD holder? I've only seen like 2 people use the word entendre before. You are a god? Oh.
No, they're a Beyblade specialist.
What is going on in Beyblade?
What's that sound? Train station. There's a bed on the tracks. But when is the train coming? Bro, the lore in the story runs so deep, like a pool. That's what the game is trying to tell.
Yo, you know what the bed has set up? The bed has the mound set. Has the mound set up.
Figure out the symbolism.
That mannequin.
Not figure out the symbolism, please. Just keep walking. No.
I'm sure someone could
It's like-
figure
it's
it
like
out.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I think
It's like
suicide,
Looney
right? Bed on a train track. There's no other meaning to
The
interpret
bed
than
is
like you want to
literally
kill
showing
yourself.
You guys the mound setup. It's deja vu.
This no. Wait,
I think this is his own
game
experiment.
detailing
Could be.
Jim's mind. That's why there's the mound better.
Dude, I unironically think if there was a game theory video explaining the theory of pools, it would pop off. I feel like people would be interested. I am.
I don't think Zoomers are interested in a walk.
I'm interested in the pool.
You could literally make up all the lore from this game because there's nothing in it. Also, that
Dude, I
thing
thought
is
that was
literally
Freddy
breathing.
Fazbear. Dude, that actually kind of got me. Not gonna lie.
What the fuck?
I'm so used to seeing nothing that actually kind of got me.
Well, you don't sound like someone who just got gotten, you know? You sound pretty chill for...
I do be kind of chill though.
I don't like this. I really hate jump scares. So if they're gonna hit me with like a one-time jump scare only, I'm gonna...
It's the faces of torment.
Jump scares are like the bane of my existence.
Just don't jump.
Well, in the description it says that there are none.
Yeah, but you never know. Maybe like...
Are you telling me you're afraid of something that isn't there?
Yep. Irrational fear, baby. You know, I thought this game was gonna be a walking simulator unironically. I found myself really enjoying this game. It was a fun time. I had a fun time playing this game. Had some interesting conversations. There's some lore to it. It's not as bad as I thought, you know? I thought it was unironically just gonna be like a pool room tour walking. There's more to it. Surprisingly, I did not expect like this twist.
I think you're coping with your minus $12.
Is this the beginning?
Imagine if you go all the way through and then it's would actually be a 0
Wait.
out of 10.
Before the floor closed in on itself, the ladder went all the way down to the hole at the beginning, right? I am currently at the start. When I look up to the ceiling and there was a hole with a ladder coming out, I'm currently this is back to square one. I think this is where we are at the beginning of the game. But now instead of being at the bottom, we're at the top. We're climbing out. Jump scare? No. Don't show me a scary face. You fell out of the ceiling? Yeah, I did.
This is literally. Oh, it's not the beginning.
Bro, the game is making it really hard to look behind. Like, I'm trying my best to swing around and look behind me. It's forcing me to look up. Look. Look, it's forcing me. I can't look behind for long. It's forcing me to...
Maybe it's just trying to make sure you don't get lost and are going the wrong way.
Wait, that's because Aka, that's because it says gullible on the ceiling. You see
Huh?
it?
What?
It says gullible on the ceiling. Look up.
Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. You think you're... Dude, what are we like in 2012, bro? Fuck, bro. What the fuck, dude? What was that?
Did that get you? Some mannequins. Is that the exit?
Is that Illuminati? Oh. It's just a person falling sign.
I heard there was 2 different endings. Maybe one where you go to the right and you jump off, and then one where you go forward
I think how this game
to the
ends...
light.
I genuinely don't know how this game ends, by the way. Do I die? Do I find my way outside? What, how does it... I feel like I must be going outside, right? We're leaving this purgatory place or something.
I think this game ends with a pool.
That would make sense.
I don't want this to be a jump scare.
There's no way you are covering your eyes, man. There's no jump scares in this game.
Bro, you never know. There was a jump scare with the... Ah!
Maybe you should walk looking behind you from now on.
Ah! Whew. Whew.
Action is coming.
Oh. They want you to stay there with them.
My game crashed. I don't know what happened, but the moment the cutscene ended around here, my AMD driver crashed. And when my AMD driver crashes, my OBS crashes. The game just died, bruh. I don't know what happened. Yeah, like the moment it got to this point, the game just it just splat. But I was like, wait, did I actually got to the end? I watched a video. Apparently, it was the end. It was the end. But I think I missed out on like a couple more things after this. So let's watch it. You lost all progress? No. When I logged back onto pools, there was still chapter 6. But I think if I click on it, I'll have to play through the whole thing again. It just crashed. My AMD driver crashed at the end of the cutscene. But it's not a big deal because I didn't miss much. Let's just continue. I got to this point and then I died. Right here. It crashes here. But apparently there's more. Yeah, I didn't see this part. Okay. Wait, so. Wait, what? We're watching this from a TV. Pools. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, that doesn't really say anything. Ah, that's really the ending. Dude, this game does have lore. See? I told you this game is more than just walking around pools. There's a lore. There's a story. There's a story. Coco, did you just wake up, by the way? Yeah, it crashed everything. My Discord crashed, OBS crashed, game crashed, whole PC crashed. Was that you or was that someone recording you? Someone recording me. Because at the end of this cutscene, I heard a camera. Look, right here. Look. You hear that sound right there? When you put what they put down on the table? They put that on camera. And we're watching from a TV screen with a tape. So my theory is that we went into this place to record what it was. And the person is watching that recording of what we recorded of that place on the TV. I don't know if we are the same person or if it's someone else. And also, anything is up for grabs at the end. I feel like you can make a lot of theories about what happened at the end. Like, where does this door lead to? Why are there mannequins following me? Why is there a factory of mannequins? Like, why did we sit on the table instead of leaving through the door? Like, what the fuck is this? Human anatomy book? Human anatomy. There's a picture of a human right there. Oh, there's a mannequin doll next to the TV. I don't really know. Pools. Maybe someone smarter can come up with a theory. What an incredibly waste of time. That guy might be Gigabase, honestly. That guy might be him. That guy might be him. Don't you have dreams like this? I always have these kind of dreams where I'm running away or hiding from someone in a weird building. Bro, what? No. Most of my dream, I don't remember my dreams. But I did remember one dream where I actually don't remember anything. Never mind, I lied. You should write your theory in the comment. Let's read the reviews. Do you guys like the game? I mean, maybe it's better watch than play, honestly. I think it's better watch as like a mini movie. Finally crafted by someone who actually understands why these sorts of spaces are spooky and intriguing. The environment is the monster. The liminal spaces itself was a little bit unnerving at some times, but I wouldn't really... That wasn't really that scary. I got more scared of the mannequins. How long did it take me? 3 hours? Not bad. Not bad. See, this guy took 3 hours. This guy took 3.8, 2.2, 3.9, 4.3, 5.5, 2.3, 5. I took 3. Not bad for playing a game on stream. On pace. Pools delivers precisely what it promises. A sterile expanse with little more to do than press forward, rendering it more to a tech demo in Unity than an engaging game experience. The first 2 chapters did pique my curiosity, but after that it falls flat. It feels like it's building up to something that never comes to life. Yeah, they kind of blue balled you on the ending. I don't really understand as well. I wish I understood the ending. Like, what's going on with the mannequin people? What's the person watching the TV? Why is there like a factory making this shit? What does the sheep mean? I don't get it, man. I don't get it, bro. They were hyping up a story and I don't really understand it, so. I enjoyed it. I'm not refunding it. I enjoyed it. They could have my $10 or fuck it. It was alright. It's like those games where I feel like you gotta be more into it, you know? If I was a little bit more actually, let me... They have a website. What happens if you go on their website? Do they explain stuff more? Inspired by Backrooms. No user interface, no dialogue, no background music. Instead, the game uses sounds to make you feel like you're really there. The sounds and echoes change depending on the room you're in. Walking in, water is slower. All of these things make the game feel more real and create a tense atmosphere. The water splashing is really goofy though. There's no typical story. No characters to meet, and you won't find any notes in game. But as you explore and advance further, you start to notice that the game's world changes around you. Rooms look and feel different. Each chapter has something unique. Constantly, you're exploring new places, even with its own kind of mystery. Okay. Why does the Pools gameplay trailer only have 60,000 views? It's not that popular, huh? Does this channel have anything else? Pool launch trailer. 2 hours of ambient pool room? What? Who is listening to 2 hours? Better than the game. Nah, bro. Why you gotta, bro? Relax, bro. Relax. Why is like half the comments that I see in the YouTube section is just roasting the shit out of this game? Bro, relax. It's not that bad. It's deep, like a pool. The lore goes deep. But I'm kind of done. Yeah. I think I will go to sleep.